Welcome back to another week of the Reggies. You're here with three blokes. Could have been anything, but decided to have fun instead. Groper, Tommy, and Jace, the greatest trio in sports podcasting, back at ya. Boys, another unbelievable week of sport. We had Ashes cricket, two Aussie World Cup clashes for the girls, Bledisloe Cup, upsets galore in the AFL, including a famous showdown win for the Crows, Tommy. How good were the Panthers? Absolutely dominated the Sharks, and Nathan Cleary, I think, is back.
Yep.
All that coming up. Straight up, Big Red down the end, played footy, big semi-final, big prelim on the weekend, and done one of the Reggiest injuries. The ankle is gone.
The ankle is gone.
The ankle is gone.
And I did it in Reggie fashion as well, trying to have my Gordon Tallis lassoing moment. 2 minutes into the game, dragging this poor little cunt about 5 metres, and I get my foot caught, bang, straight out, couldn't go back on.
You've done it like the opposite way that you
usually
normally
people
roll
it
your
in,
ankle.
I've rolled it out.
So you're just ragdolling a small cunt.
Yeah, pretty
That's
well.
fine.
So is it the ligament that goes from like your heel up to your inside ankle bone or something?
I honestly have no idea, but I'm saving it because I've got the grand final this weekend.
Yeah,
so.
he's going to have a go.
So
Yeah,
and-
I'll be sweet.
that's
She's
at the
recovered pretty
local-
well in the last few days, so should be right.
The local ground that the grand finals are played at, renowned, like as in
Yeah.
Marley Brown, one of the great fucking fields to
It's a
watch
great,
rugby league. at.
great ground to watch footy at. Eh?
That's right. I've had a couple
Fucking
of NRL games there, fucking
Yeah.
stuff like that. But it's just a great field and a great grandstand and stuff like that. And we don't play it very often now, but the finals are there. So
Yeah.
it actually might even try and work my way down there to get blind and watch.
I
it
was
go.
thinking,
Fuck yeah, it'd be silly not to.
Jay said it off air. He said the field will be in fucking good nick because no one's played on it,
There's been
which is a great call.
last weekend was the second weekend of footy that's been there all year.
Yeah.
So yeah, the field was fucking pristine.
I like that now you play all your home games at your actual home ground because
Fucking oath.
more money for the
Yeah,
clubs.
it's good in that sense, but yeah, I fucking love playing at
Yeah,
my
yeah.
ground.
The facilities there are unreal.
Yeah, and the crowd that
It's-
turns up for this will be my first. I've played in heaps of grand final weekends as juniors, but this is my first as a seniors.
Yeah.
and it just turns up way more when they open the pig pen and shit as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do.
Pig pen, and then I like how you got the grandstand, and then it's like being at an NRL ground where you go underneath and you got the bar and shit.
But
Yeah,
it's not
it's
even that.
fucking
Like, I could happily say to the missus now, the young fella's 4, if a couple of other people are there with their kids and shit, you could easily say, babe, I'll take the young fella.
Yeah.
And they just run off like we used to. You get lollies, fucking hot chips, go around the back and play footy and that.
At half time.
Half time,
yeah,
coming
on the
kicking
field.
half time
yeah.
while the boys are on the sauce.
I got a
Like,
great story about a halftime fucking a halftime. When we must have been 15, 16, so a bit older, every full time of a
Too
game.
old to be playing at half time.
No way, you're out there kicking the footy with the fucking boys,
Uh,
kicking
I'd
field
say-
goals from. Maybe I was a bit younger.
Oh, mate, that's
Anyway.
what we used to do back then before they just are mad cunts now.
Yeah, vaping.
Yeah.
Vaping in the corner.
Vaping behind
Yeah,
the pig pen.
going stabbing some poor little cunt.
Anyway, back in the day.
Yeah, no, kicking field goals, and one of the teachers, I think he's made a mention on this show
Yes.
before. He, legend of a HPE teacher, and he played for Brothers, and it was grand final day, and he was playing Reggies, and he pretty well lost them the game. He was playing fullback, and there was a couple of minutes to go. Maybe not even, might have been a minute to go, and he's run the ball back, kick return, and dropped it.
Oh.
And fucking whoever they were playing scored. So anyway, he's decided to drown his sorrows, and I'm there kicking the footy out on the field, and he is just bathing me. I'm like this 15-year-old kid, and he is just bathing me, man, out on the field. Just, Keating, you're useless. Have a go, Keating. And it was the whole half time of the A-grade
Wow.
grand final, and it just was relentless. And it must have been the Tuesday at school, he's called me into his office, and he's apologised outside the office. And he just goes, "Oh, look, man, I'm sorry about Saturday or Sunday. I was got a bit carried away. I was like, I don't care." He's like, "Yeah, I know, but I have to say this."
cover his own ass.
Yeah. No, it's good kicking the footy at half time. I can't believe 16's too old.
I don't think I was doing it at 16. No, I was
Fucking
probably
hell.
playing at that point.
Anyway,
But yeah, no, I've definitely got many memories of doing it. Don't
Yeah,
worry, I'm not
that's good.
denying that.
Are we, so you heading down, Grapes?
I don't know. I'll
You'll be
when
flat
is it
chat at work.
Sundays or Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday
I'll be at
3
work.
p.m.'s our game.
Well, I'll see what I can
And
do.
then
boys.
onwards, 4:30 will probably be Reggies, and then
Oh, so
6,
it's
I think,
all
will be
grand
A's.
finals.
Yeah, 19s,
right.
Reggies, and A's.
That's early.
Big day on the sauce.
Like
Yeah.
fucking.
Well, we've played all of our games at 3 p.m. this year.
No, I'm not. Don't mean that. I mean early in the year.
Oh yeah, usually, I think juniors is still around that late August, September time, which is what I've always known, but
Yeah.
it is early.
Because they normally wrap up the local season as the NRL finals are starting.
Yeah, it's around that
Yeah.
early September, but
That
fuck.
brings me
I
to
don't know.
something else I was going to talk about. The Bits Saints have got the AFL, or the QAFL, whatever you call it, grand final this year down at Boyne Tannum. And they've just gone and knocked off Yeppoon for the first time in a decade on the weekend. At home, it was they had their 2013 Premiership reunion, plus it was Old Boys Day, or they call it Past Players Day, and then they go out and beat the Swans.
Right. The
So-
comp has been fucking close this year. I think like Yeppoon have dominated for how many years
A
now?
decade at least.
They
Please
got
tell me-
knocked off by Glenmore, but then teams are beating, like Suns have beaten Glenmore, and then Suns have beaten Bits, but Bits have beaten Swans.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
It's
it's
so up
great.
and down.
It's
It is
good.
going to be
I
interesting.
just hope that
in the finals.
the Saints make it because it's at their home ground this year. So two Rocky
don't.
teams coming down to fucking
Bits.
play will be shit.
Please tell me
Anyway.
they haven't changed it from Old Boys Day to Past Players Day.
No,
for
they
them.
haven't changed it. It's
Thank
always
fuck.
been that.
I was about to just blow up.
No, fucking hell. But no, it would have been a cracking day. I went to the pub again for dinner
Did ya?
on Friday night.
What's new?
And Mrs. is away. I've been frequenting the pub. But yeah, I went there.
Fucking rude.
I went there Friday night for a feed with Clayton, and I just seen all these people I know. I'm like, fucking hell. Heap of the footy boys are down here. I went and said g'day. They're like, yeah, come down tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm fucking working 12 hours, so I can't. But spewing, because they've beaten Yeppoon. It was bloody the Premiership reunion from a decade ago, and it was Old Boys Day.
Fucking all happening.
Would have been awesome. But yeah, hopefully they make the GF, even though Jace doesn't want them to.
Yeah, no, up the
But that-
Muddies / Suns.
2nd of September, that is. Normal time.
Yeah, that's fairly normal for local footy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there's a bit of luck.
But there's
stuff.
also
Yeah, get that in ya.
there's 6 teams in fucking CQAFL.
Yeah.
And it's Rocky, Yeppoon, Gladstone, rather than just
Yeah.
our fucking
3-team
thrilling
comp.
3-team, 9
so
teams.
just in
and 4
case you
teams.
were all wondering, the local footy in Gladstone this weekend will be at Marley Brown on Saturday. Fucking get into it.
Yeah, fucking get down
Come
there,
watch
have a
Big
beer.
Red get snapped.
Yeah.
Or do snap it.
I
Hopefully watch
reckon-
the fish not win it.
I reckon you'll play fucking 5 minutes and then come off with
Fucking
a sore
bullshit.
ankle.
I'm strapping
He
this cunt
wussed
up and I'll go the
he
whole
wussed
60.
out of work the last 2 days.
Yeah, because I'm getting myself right for this weekend. It's a big event, mate.
I was into it because one of the girl apprentices we have, she's a 3rd year, and she done her ankle at soccer, and she fucking gritted the teeth and come to work all week and had a massive limp. Like it was she'd proper done a job on the ankle. Rocked up to work and limped around, and Jace has had 2 days off.
Well, mate, you
I know
don't
my
get paid your sickies out at the end, so you use them.
We get 2 years.
Exactly. Would be
But
silly
yeah,
not to
anyway.
take it.
Well, she's a silly fucking person.
She's also just, come on, got more fucking heart than him. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's right.
Back me up.
Yeah, well,
Thanks,
fuck
Tom.
off, Jace.
Thanks, Tom.
Fucking
Great
go
story,
to work,
Groper.
you cunt.
Go to work, you can't.
Right.
Big news, sorry, last one, coming out of Harvey Bay with our mates at the Harvey Bay Seagulls.
Oh, yeah.
And their captain, Sam Schuth, he's the one who reached out to us. They played their last game. This was a couple of weeks ago. And they just wanted to send their thanks again for shouting them out. They actually played that game, and it was Dale Hopgood Memorial Day, Jermaine Hopgood's old boy,
Yep.
who passed away in 2007 after playing a game of Reggies that he wasn't supposed to, and he had a heart attack in his car straight
Yeah,
after the game. So didn't hear whether they got the W, but doesn't matter when you're playing for those reasons. So unreal to see that the Reggies contributed to reviving a whole club out of Harvey Bay.
That's
Oh.
fucking awesome.
Unreal, isn't it?
Feel good
stuff.
story.
Fucking oath.
Now, boys, the RRLC. We started a club of Reggies.
We did.
We built it up from the ground. We've not only got a massive management structure, including Bob Hawke, George Rose, Big Country, Roy Nelson, and a starting side with Reggies like Ben Cousins, Scott Minto, Shane Warne, John Daly, David Boone, Tyson Fury, Stuart Jew.
Stop it.
Fucking gets me
What a
stiff,
list.
that.
I'm glad
But
I'm
there's
glad
more.
Yeah, go mate. Sorry.
There is more. There's one final spot on the reserves list, I reckon.
There is.
It's reserved for a special person, and we want the listeners to send in their best yarns about why they deserve a jersey on the RRLC team.
We are on the hunt for Australia's greatest Reggie.
Yes.
So you need to submit who you think takes this out.
Can be yourself, your mate, your mum, your dad, your wife, child,
That's right.
friend, enemy. Anyone. Nominate them. Nominate yourself.
Now, a big thing here is go through the RRLC. We have built a club to tell you what a Reggie is. I don't want to see a heap of useless fucks
Yeah.
getting submitted because that's not a Reggie. That's a Resi.
Yeah.
That's a Resi.
Plays
That's
in
what
the
that is.
twos.
That's right. We're talking a Reggie. So we've built a club to give you a fucking what we're working with here. And, yeah, go submit them because I'd like to do a campaign here, maybe read out once a week, figure out how long we're going to give them, and it could possibly go to a vote at the end. And look,
Yeah, we could post it of all the different nominations.
mate,
And
I'd love
let the team vote.
I'd love to read them out or even let them tell the yarn. And whoever ends up winning, I'd love to bring them here to the studio, present them their jersey, and have
Yeah.
a yarn with them.
So they're going to get a jersey on the RRLC team, and you'll get an RRLC jersey. That's two different things, and if you know, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're a true Reggie, you'll know.
That's
Yeah.
right. We want to get you here. We want to get you on.
That's
and
right.
give you your jersey.
I think over the next week we'll figure out like where to send them in and shit like that,
Yeah.
so it's not too messy.
And we don't just want. I don't want to open a picture of some overweight bloke in a footy jersey with nothing behind it.
yeah,
like,
Yeah, that doesn't
tell
make
You
them.
got to
Reg.
tell me why. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Why is this person a Reggie? What's the story that made him?
We're
made him?
offering one spot on the RRLC with this fucking group of
You're
legends.
gonna have a fucking resume, a good resume to
Yeah.
get into
Oh,
this.
I have no doubt we're going to find one.
Oh, I'm pumped.
Fucking
I'm just
absolutely.
pumped about the yarns. I want to start finding these blokes that exist out there that are just fucking war horses.
That just done some freakish thing in a game.
Like, I want
or-
to hear of blokes that have played fucking 450 games
Yeah.
for their club and kicked all these goals but have never been heard of before.
Someone's come off a bender, had 6 beers
Man
an
of the
hour
match,
before the
kicked
game,
fucking
and
won a
fucking
grand
kicks
final.
10 goals or something.
That's right. Yeah. No, I'm pumped. I think it's definitely rejuvenating the RRLC and we really fucking,
Yeah.
yeah.
And get everyone else involved as well.
Yeah, exactly. A
Not
way
just
to get
us.
you guys involved, the audience. You'd be sitting there knowing the bloke in your head who we're talking
Yeah,
about.
instantly. There'll be a
Fucking
name
send
that'll
us
come to
through the
mind.
Bloody
yarn.
oath. Tomorrow morning when you're listening and you go, oh, that's fucking... Send it in.
Send it in. That's right. I think
Send it
over the
in.
next week we'll figure out the best way to send it in to us and stuff, and we'll touch
Yeah.
on it next week.
We'll
but
get
yeah,
cracking.
on the hunt for the fucking biggest Reggie in
Yeah.
Oz.
For a spot on the RRLC team.
How good.
Prestigious spot.
With blokes like I just mentioned.
exactly.
Imagine the after party.
Ah.
Imagine the Mad Monday.
Fucking hell.
Boys, the sport this week, like I said, we're going to kick it off with the Ashes. We went down the 5th test. We drew the series 2-2. We knew we were going to retain the Ashes no matter what happened in that test match, but it still hurts. It's still a tough pill to swallow, going down by 40 runs, 49 runs, I think it was.
Yeah.
After what happened in the first 4 days there, going into that last day with 250 to get, they needed 10 wickets. I don't think it could have been more perfectly set up, you know?
It was the first night shift I've done since quitting the mines.
Yeah, right. Well,
And
I think the reason that we all wanted to stay up on that last night was because of what the work the boys did the night before.
Yeah.
Yep.
None for 1:30. I did not expect
Oh,
to wake
mate.
up to that.
it was unreal.
It
We
was
were
great.
still 3 for 2 something.
I know, we were 3 for 260 odd or something.
We went 4 for 11 after that. Once
Yeah, I
it
know.
dropped, it was
Now, boys,
fucking
before we dive into this, because we've all got a fair bit of shit to get off our liver
Yes,
here.
I
The old
fucking
boy,
do.
who's pretty reserved normally with this sort of stuff, goes, mate, I'm sending you a recap of the Ashes.
True.
Yep. So I've sent it to Quino. He'll play Rockets fucking recap of the
Oh,
Ashes here. He's just got a couple of words he wants to fucking share. Goes for 4 or 5 minutes, so he's put a bit of work into this, the old fella.
That's it.
Fucking
See
hell.
what he reckons.
Boys, just a small summary on the Ashes series. I have vast insight and experience of cricket, playing many games in the nets at school and progressing to seniors in a small country town, where if you didn't drink a dozen heavies by lunch, you were as weak as piss. First of all, scheduling of the tests. Whoever made the decision to play the World Championships directly before the 5-game, 6-week Ashes series needs a fucking uppercut. I'm all for a trial match, but a high-intensity match before was poor planning. It was obvious the players with both bat and ball were physically and mentally gassed by the end of the series. Selectors, please resign now. After we won the first 2, or should I say the first 3 tests, it was time to bring in some fresh bowlers. Nessa was an obvious choice, killing it with both bat and ball. I'm sure there was other young fellas there ready to go, as was Boland. And let's not forget Gaza, mate. As soon as we lost our world-class spinner, it put the Poms on the equal footing with us.
Yeah, that hurt.
Definitely.
Gaza plays the 5 tests, and we win 4-0.
Wow.
Fucking
Fair.
hell.
Big call.
Stokes and the English team. What the fuck is old Ronald McDonald doing? Quotes like, we lost, but we really won. It's not about winning. It's about entertaining the fans. Bullshit. Anyone with half a brain and a heartbeat knows people only say that shit when they are beaten without excuses. We tell our junior players in under 6s and under 8s that to make them feel good after getting beaten. At the end of the day, they know deep down they lost the URND. Hopefully, for the sake of English cricket, they can grow a set and man up. And what the fuck is going on with the post-match drinks? Hey? To lock their doors and not let the Aussies in to have a beer just shows you what poor losers they are.
Flipping the page. Yep.
Baseball. Yep, we used to play it on our concrete pitches, much like the roads that the Poms
Oh, yeah.
dished up this year. We call it hit and miss. They might one century win a series playing it if they had a world-class bowling attack to support it. Most of
This
the
is
Pom
great.
innings only lasted one day, which leaves plenty of time for an opposition team to make their runs. The Poms can bowl a side out, but can they do it without having to get a new ball every 38 overs, as we saw in the 5th test? It seems throughout the series, whenever the ball stopped swinging, the albino fuckers would change the ball. And what about our own, or the Pommies' Pat Cash wannabe, Broad? Changing the bails at the batter's end between deliveries. Marnus should have wrapped him over the knuckles with his bat. And let's not forget the ginger-nutted Porky Pig behind the stump, changing his position to the leg side and getting sprung by the umpire. Spirit of the game, eh? Fans over there, it goes both ways. Next time when they come to Australia, let's feed it to them. And lastly, Piers Morgan.
Oh,
I'd love to knock his teeth out. What a fuckwit. If he wasn't so old, I'd fight him on the undercard of the Alpha Events fight night happening next year. Fight me, Piers. I'll own you. All said and done, we still have the URND. Well done to the boys. 2 things I know about this little spiel are 100%. 1, this is only my opinion. 2, agree or disagree, I don't give a fuck.
There you have it. There's the Rockets wrap.
Fucking awesome.
Oh,
Great recap.
The porky pygmy on the
Yeah,
stumps.
that fucking having stitches.
Oh, but mate, I just like with that whole spirit of the game thing. They're such hypocrite fucks with a lot of that stuff, eh?
How many times in the series were they such hypocrites?
Surely
Especially
they're
this last
just-
one that has done my head in the most is the ball. Like you mentioned, the new ball.
They've
They had the whole selection, and the umpire goes, "Oh, sorry, we had nothing else." Well, then Ben Stokes should step up and say, "Well, fair enough. We'll just keep the same ball we've been using then." Kawaja comes out an opening batsman and
think-
says, "I have never had a ball that fucking hard before come off my bat."
Yeah.
That is just one of the fucking instances that's bored my piss.
Yeah.
This series
100%.
specifically.
Especially, it's more so, it wouldn't normally, but the fact that they went so hard about the spirit of the game and lipped up so much, they dug themselves a hole. Because
That-
anything that they do now, we go, what about that cunt?
That's right. That's what they've done. The instant reaction, it's not, their fault that they've just knee-jerked and gone, fucking, and everyone just blew up and the media got behind it.
The whole
and it was this
crowd
massive,
just-
big thing. And now they've got to eat their words every fucking time they play.
Now they can't do anything to win.
Yeah.
That's a bit gritty.
Yeah,
They've got
literally.
to be just clean players of the game. Fuck off.
Yeah, that catch too from Stokes, that Stokes catch
Oh.
thing, where he's dropped it, and like it was his own fault that he dropped it because he went to carry on and throw it up in the air and it hit his hip.
Remember-
it was a Herschel Gibbs moment.
Did
That's
it
right.
even hit his hip or did it just fall out his
No,
fucking
he
hand as
hit
come
his
through?
hip, I reckon, as he's gone to throw it up. And he knew straight away. You could tell by the
Yeah.
look on his face. He knew
The
something
only
wasn't
reason
right.
he reviewed is because you can hear in the mic, he goes, "Should I review it?" And they
Everyone
went, "Yes,
said review it."
Review it.
Because
wanna-
they didn't see him drop it.
Yeah.
Everyone's going like this, like appealing, and they didn't see him drop it, and he's reviewed it. And I just go, hang on a minute. You knew you didn't catch that. And
Yeah.
you openly said after that test at Lords that you as a captain wouldn't want to win a game in that way when we run Bairstow out for
Yeah.
go and walkabout. He said, I wouldn't want to win a game that way. I would have withdrawn the appeal. And he didn't not only withdraw the appeal, he fucking reviewed after
Literally.
he's dropped
And
it.
then blew up because he didn't keep his review.
And then spat all over his chin.
Fuck off, Ginger. Yeah,
Oh,
mate.
man, it's just funny. I just have to laugh now because I go, we can keep bringing up all these instances where you've, like, foot and mouth
Every
thing.
single time.
And they
Yeah.
keep forgetting who we fucking are.
Oh.
We're the grubs you fucked off.
Yeah.
And now we're back to kick your ass. Like that's
They
that's
are
how,
I can't
fucked
believe that-
next time they come
mate,
out.
and
here.
that's the biggest thing. They're carrying on, and that at the end of the day, we're leaving that smoggy shithole with the fucking ashes.
Yeah.
With
we've still
the
got it.
ashes.
Yeah.
And now
Regardless-
you've got to come here and we will fucking pump you
Yeah.
losers.
You
Like
haven't-
we do every time, fucking 5-0 or 4-0, it does not fucking matter. You're blowing up saying, well, it should have been 3-2 and you know it. Well, it's like, well, it
Eat a
fucking
cock,
wasn't.
Jeffrey, it isn't.
It was 2-2, and if it was so fucking you should have won, why didn't you win the first two then, you
Yeah,
cunts?
that's right.
Take the fucking Bairstow stumping out of all of this, and it wouldn't be such a fucking
Like
big
Rocket just
controversy.
mentioned too, I didn't think about that. We played the World Test Championship final a week before the Ashes.
Yeah.
So we were 3-0 up.
Technically,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Out of 6. Ah, fuck me.
Yeah,
They would have
mate.
put so much time into that World Test Championship final because it was the one trophy Australia didn't have.
Yeah.
Out of every ICC trophy, we'd won every one of them except for this brand new one that there'd only ever been one of.
Yep.
And I just, that's a fucking good point. I had not even thought about that
you
until
know-
he said it.
do you
They
know
won't
what?
think of it either. Poms won't mention it at all. That
Oh,
we had
no.
to play in England.
Did you
as
see
well.
old mate when they were walking up the stairs at the Oval just yelling cheat in every one of the players'
Yeah,
faces?
every single one of
like
them.
they're walking past and he goes,
little cheat.
cheat. And then the next one, cheat. And Marnus went, what was that, mate? And pulled him up. And Usman's like, what was that? And then he goes, I apologise.
Yeah, I apologise. I
Just
apologise.
fucking like
Good
a
on you,
little
Mitchell.
coward, man.
He fucking,
Like if that was us, if we were doing that to them, and they said, what was that? I would have went, cheat.
Do you know what I would
when
have
have you
said?
ever seen the members of the pavilion in the SCGs do any of that kind of shit?
Yeah.
Mate, if if I was yelling at a pom like that and they went, "What was that?" I would have said, "I'm speaking the Queen's English, cunt. Are your ears painted on or not?"
But he just backed down like a little puss.
Yeah, little bitch.
That
Yeah.
actually has happened at the SCG now that you mention it, Jay. Someone was fucking chirping to Bairstow as he walked off,
Oh.
calling him fat.
Well, because he is. That's not
and
even
he was
chirping.
like,
He's
he
just
lipped
facts.
up back. He was like, what was that? Fucking pipe down or whatever he said. And it was just fucking funny.
I just think out of all of it though, It was a great series as far as how even it was,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest with you, it's made me so keen to fucking beat them now. Like that series, as sooky as they were and fucking as... You don't want that drama. You'd rather just the sport be the hero.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
it fucking wasn't. The drama is the hero of that whole thing. But now when they come here, it's fucking on.
It has
Oh,
sparked
like,
an
they're in
fiery as
dramas.
rival that kind of has been lost the last few series. I
Yeah,
reckon, in the
it got a
Ashes.
bit too nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's
don't know.
because of the ball tampering thing.
Yeah.
us.
We'll never be able to live that down. We got to wear that.
No, but
fucking...
because of that, Australia took this new approach with old Captain fucking Woke and how we're
Yeah.
going to be nice guys and we're not going to sledge this and that. It's going to be all la-di-da. So
We'll do
2019 was ferocious because
Yeah.
we got booed. Smith got hammered, but he just fucking set up yours and scored 800
Yeah.
runs or something.
Yeah.
But the 2021 series, when they were out here, we just hammered them as usual, and it was all like a bit, oh yeah,
Easy.
same old.
Yeah.
Whereas this one had the fucking fire in it because of the new way they play and this and that. But like Rocket said, that third test that we lost by 3 wickets, they chased the runs down.
No, it wasn't
That-
the third.
Yeah, it was.
Third was drawn.
The fourth was drawn.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The third test at was it Manchester? No, that was the one that was drawn. But anyway, we lost, and that was when Gaz went down.
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't have him in the fourth innings to bowl. You know?
Bro, that
So-
is such a big thing that... Was that a fake... Do you know, remember we saw that thing where Kevin Peterson put that tweet up and then Ricky Ponting did? Do you reckon
Surely that was a G-up.
Oh, they've been working
Kevin
together.
Peterson
like on the
saying
panel.
something about...
There needs to be a sixth
there'd
test.
be a
Sixth or
success
seventh test.
if there was another test, England didn't. And then Ricky Ponting was like, well, it's over now. Better luck next time, champ.
Yeah.
He champed him.
Surely
Just-
KP, because he is a bit controversial when he says stuff, and I
does it
feel
on
like
purpose to get
he
the
does it
attention.
for the views,
Yeah.
which is a pain in the ass. But he also is very outspoken, and he says some dumb shit. He did it when he was playing too.
Yep.
Him and Strauss fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
That's why KP ended up leaving the England side, was because Strauss was captain, and it was all
Well, he
a
should
bit
have just played for
la-di-da
South Africa
drama.
because
Yeah.
he's South
Yeah.
African.
Anyway, I just think that tweet he put up had to be a fucking G up, because he's like, there needs to be a sixth game. Hell, even a seventh. There has to be a result if it's 2-2 at the end of a series. It's like, mate, we could be playing for fucking ever because it just rains
I've
constantly.
got to
Yeah,
admit, like, I don't want to
literally.
be a go back on my words. I've always lipped up about there should be a result, but I find that is so much cricket that they have already played.
Yeah.
5 fucking days each test.
That
And there's
is-
5 of them. Like that is so.
They all pretty well went the distance too, except for that rained out one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's why I've seen way more matches get rained out in England.
That's
than
why I
that.
think-
they should be used to it. So the
'Cause
fact
I
that
don't-
they're crying
yeah.
about that is what does my head in too.
Yeah, I just didn't want
Every
anyone going,
excuse.
oh, you want a result all the time, but I'm going, that is so much. A normal game goes for a fucking hour and a bit or something. Like, that's a bit of a
And
different
like we
story.
said last week about how they made the rules, and the KP's crying about there should be new rules. Well, the MCC made the fucking rules.
Yeah.
So
Did you
anyway-
see all those MCC members that they ended up saying that they were the ones who were fucking into them
Who was
at
that, sorry?
Lords?
No.
They named.
Saying that the Aussies
No, they named who the MCC
named and
members
shamed
were.
them, yeah.
Yeah, and they were all old as can't defend themselves type characters, and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck off! It wasn't them, surely.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, at the end of the day, boys, we fucking retained the Ashes, and
We
we'll
did.
have them for another 18 months, and then when they come out here,
Oh.
we'll have them till 2027 minimum, because that's the next time they'll
easily.
be in England, and that's the next time they'll have a sniff.
and we'll get a
So-
nice little retainment
So
again.
how long have we got till the first test in Australia against
It'll be
them, you reckon?
December 2024.
That's, yeah. Because I'm
18
just thinking,
months.
we've got that long to build an army to absolutely pepper them with.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
they are fucked next time they come
I
out
hope we
here.
do just whip in like fucking we have got because we've just let the fucking actual
let the-
game let the dude talking of
Yeah.
recent. So surely we beat them 5-0 and absolutely pepper them.
I hope
like
we
they've
just
been doing to
bowl.
us.
I hope it's 2013-14 style where we just hate them,
Mitchell
like
Johnson,
Mitchell
yeah.
Johnson bowling bouncers.
Well, I can't talk on behalf of the fucking cricket team themselves, but I can talk on behalf of the cunts in the audience, and we hate them.
Oh,
This
it's
has
back
made me
to
hate them
full
even more.
hatred.
Yeah, which is good, which I think is good for the game itself. Like,
Yeah.
as in moving on. Hopefully, there's no sooky shit. It's actual just sport, but we're just, I don't know. It's
Well,
just,
there is
it's put
sooky
it-
shit because they didn't even have their complimentary beers with each other
Well,
after the fucking
They
game.
ended up, what's his name?
Yeah,
Ben
Stokes
Stokes ended
put
up
a
come
thing
out and
out.
said, we met up at the nightclub later that night.
I think they said because
So
there was so
hopefully
many end
David
of
Warner punched Joe Root in the mouth again.
Yeah,
but
that
I don't
ain't
know
good.
if that happened.
Big Joe fuck.
You know what's another silver lining to this actually? Is Fartnabath Robinson working at Macca's now or something? Like his
No.
career is... Where is he? Where's he been this series?
didn't he hurt
Gone.
himself?
Can
or
I just
something?
touch
I don't give a
on
fuck.
his middle name is
Edward.
Edward. So he's a double fart in the bath.
Yep.
Oliver
Forgot about that.
Oliver Edward.
Wait. Another quick one before we move on from the Ashes. Do you want to hear Wisden Cricket? I got a bone with them. These are the people who fucking put up the posts about these great English players all the time, and I just think that they're fucking not
Sounds
even.
like-
They're not even great to the game. But
Who
anyway,
are they?
Wisden Cricket.
Sounds like losers.
It's just a page that I follow, and I just have always got beef with them.
Hit them, mate. You haven't called anyone out yet.
They've
so-
named out their team of the Ashes.
Oh, is,
so-
is this Aussie and English?
Yeah, the team of the
Okay,
Ashes.
Yeah, yeah.
Kawaja,
Yep.
Crawley,
Yep.
Smith, Joe Fuck, Harry Brook, Ben Stokes, Johnny Bairstow, Chris Wokes, Mark Wood, Stuart Broad, Mitchell Stark.
Are you fucking...
How the fuck is red-nutted Porky Pig in there over Carey? He can't keep.
He made a
cannot
few-
catch a fucking ball.
Are you kidding me?
It's 8 out of 11 Poms.
Fuck off.
That's horse
Do we
shit.
all hate Wisden Cricket now?
Yes.
Yes.
Never heard of him until now, and I hate him instantly.
Right,
So-
what's your, like, just quickly, like, we probably should have done this before it, but what would your boys' team, you reckon, going through? I reckon the Crawley,
Kawaja's good.
definitely.
That's good.
Kawaja
Smith-
had the most runs out of any Australian opener in the
Yeah,
Yeah.
like those two,
How many
we can
series?
all agree on that.
Smith
yeah.
and Joe Root is good.
Yep.
I like Harry Brook batted well at 5, and it was
Yeah, but
either
he just
him or
got
Head.
consistently fucking
know?
60s and 70s.
Yeah, but
That
what
one's
did
not
Head
too
do?
controversial. Yeah.
And then you got
Get
Ben
Bryson in there,
Stokes in there. All he did was make one fucking 100. Like, and he didn't even win them the game.
Yeah.
They lost.
I'd probably have him in there, though, to be honest.
Would you?
Well, you can't
But
have
fucking
Cam
Mitch
Green-
Marsh took wickets and made 100.
But he only played 2, didn't he?
Yeah, I just don't know.
I just mean,
Anyway.
you know, like, the only thing I'm looking at there is 5 games and he did a couple.
Yeah, righto. Okay, I'll cop that.
So maybe
this
that.
one I will not be copping.
No.
You can't go off fucking Porky's couple of 50s that he made with the bat and a 99 not out. Pick him as a fucking batsman.
Ginger nut.
You can't pick him as the keeper. Look at the photo they've got of him too.
Is he looking nice and round?
Yeah,
Gosh.
no way. No fucking
Like,
way.
you got to go off keeping as the keeper.
Yes.
And he was atrocious.
No,
and
that's-
blokes that can stay in their crease.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He can't even stay in his crease.
Wokes, I agree with.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
Mitch
thought he
Stark,
played well.
he was fucking our best bowler.
easily.
And then Broad and Wood, I mean, who are you going to replace them with? So, really, the only one they got wrong is Bairstow.
Yeah, so we're
I could argue Wood. Wood was good.
absolutely blowing up here. What? Pat, how many weeks did Paddy take over the?
Fuck all. He
Yeah.
bowled terribly, and he captained terribly too.
Yeah, that's
If
disappointing.
Gaz had played all 5, he would have been a shoe-in.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And we would
No
have
spinner
won the
in there.
series.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
spinner.
Well, Moeen Ali was pretty dog pissed, to be honest.
Yeah. He retired too.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a second time.
Old whippersnipper
Until he
Ali.
gets the WhatsApp text from Ben Stokes saying, Ashes? Question mark. I just realised what you said.
Whippersnippin' Ali.
They always go over my head, eh?
Old Moen. Yeah.
Got to catch him, Moen.
He retired.
Oh, that's
So
a
did
From
Stephen
what I
Broad.
saw.
That's a big
Yeah, and
shame.
Broady retired. Now, we need a new villain because Broad has been the Ashes villain since
I
2013
hated him.
when he
Sookie
middled
fuck.
one to first slip and didn't walk. Spirit of the game.
Yeah, I've hated
Um,
him prior to that.
So I'm just glad I don't have to watch him run in with that fucking pathetic headband anymore.
what was he
Well, who are
doing
we
with
going?
that?
But you can't knock that he was a good bowler.
Yeah,
But I
I'll give him
always-
his-
I
give him his-
always
in
take-
England he was, yeah.
That's where I was going. I always take English bowlers that have fucking taken a lot of wickets with a grain of salt because they play more tests than anyone else, any other country by a long way.
Yeah, every
like
time.
a long way.
every calendar year.
They play 5 to 6, maybe more tests than other nations.
Yeah.
And most of them are over there. The extra ones are over there. So I always take it with like, yeah, you're good, but you know, what'd you do in Australia?
Yeah.
What'd you do in India? You
Look
know.
at Jimmy Anderson as well.
So anyway, Anderson's the same, but he's
If you can
just
do it in Australia and the
41.
subcontinent, then you're fucking
Yeah.
good on you.
Jimmy
Especially
done it
pace
once
bowlers
in
the
2010,
subcontinent.
11 when they beat us. That's
Yeah.
the last time they had a go out in Australia.
Have you got any targets? Like
Well, I think there's
we
fucking
should go for,
a few
or just-
easy ones.
Or do
Ollie
we just let
Robinson,
it?
but like
Robinson's the obvious.
Oh, double fart won't even be in the team.
No, I don't
he
reckon he
might.
will either. Surely
what I
you bring
mean.
Josh Tongue, Mark Wood, Jofra Archer if he finally gets fit.
Jofra is healthy, he will definitely be.
You know,
okay.
like-
he'll probably be the new villain.
I
to
hope
be
that
fair,
Tongue and
I'd
Robinson
say.
are both in the same team, so you can go the tongue fart.
The tongue
on
fart.
each end.
Yeah.
I don't really hate any of the batsmen, to be fair.
Yeah, Root pisses me off, but it's just because he's good.
Yeah,
it's like
he's pretty
Virat Kohli.
respectful. Yeah. Oh,
We'll
Kohli's
find
got a bit
someone.
more cunt in him than
Yeah,
Root
he does. He's like an Aussie, I reckon.
Yeah.
The way he
Oh.
plays the game with his like his guts and determination.
Lips
and shit.
up a bit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
grit.
Anyway, and he hates us.
We'll find
does.
someone. We'll find someone.
Yeah, we will definitely be finding someone.
We'll stick to the whole team for now.
Yeah.
Bledisloe, we'll do a quick recap on the Bledisloe. We got hammered by the All Blacks in
As
Melbourne.
always.
Fuck,
Yawn.
they are good, eh?
Yeah,
It's
they're just a
like-
class above.
Are they good or are we bad? Because I am going to stick with it has to be the former of that. It has to be they're good because they beat the Springboks in pretty convincing fashion a
They
few
were the
weeks before
defending
that.
World Cup champions.
That's right. So I'm thinking they're just good, but we aren't really. We're not good.
I think honestly, it's the
we're
whole
bad.
hoodoo that we haven't won the Bledisloe in how many years. It's just probably too much of a mental game.
Suoliti is not going to do fuck all
No,
either.
that's not going to
See,
fix their problem.
This
at
is a
all.
problem. I'm just an everyday Joe, straight down the line, right? Love me
Oh, I know
Aussies
fuck
playing
all about
sport
rugby
and
union
stuff
too.
like that, but I'll still get behind it. When a Kiwi says to me, "How'd you just go on the Bledisloe?" I do. A ticker does not change in my body. I'm like, don't give a fuck, cunt.
Yeah, righto.
So as a
I do.
yeah, but I mean, I just go whatever. So, but it's because I feel like our country they don't try and involve the everyday Joe into union fuck all.
Yeah,
as in
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not into grassroots and it's not into just
Yeah.
the. So I'm like, put a bit more fucking effort in Australia, and there might be a few people behind it. Like,
Yeah,
I was
hear what you're
watching the
saying.
women's soccer the other night
That's
when they
coming
won
up.
fucking 4-0, but I didn't watch the Bledisloe. I'm like, it doesn't interest me.
Yeah, righto.
You know, they're just me personally.
Well, you didn't miss fuck all.
Yeah, right.
From an Aussie point of view, anyway.
I watched most of the game and it was just in and out because it was like, yeah, we're just getting pumped.
Yeah.
That early hit, I don't know many of the players, so I'm not going to even try and say who did it, but it was off a line out, pretty sure, and he just got absolutely fucking cleaned up. On the try line, bang, lost it over his shoulder, try, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow. I was like, I haven't seen anything like
Ah,
that.
so that's how it's going to go tonight.
Yeah, that was the first try. I was like, yep.
Well, on a
righto.
more positive note, we've topped the group in the World Cup. We've finished first in the group somehow
Soccer
after
World Cup, yeah.
Soccer World
Oh,
Cup.
went-
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry. We've topped the group somehow after we lost on last Thursday to Nigeria 3-2.
Yeah. That was
Um,
I don't even
Lost
know
to them,
where-
and then on Monday we had to beat the Olympic champions, Canada. It was whoever wins goes through,
Yeah.
no matter what happens in the other game, and they play them at the exact same time, so there's no cheating that goes on.
Yeah, right.
So they kick off at the same time. Nigeria ended up drawing with Ireland, which meant Australia winning 4-0, topped the group because we won 2, lost 1,
absolutely
6 points.
thumping as well.
Oh, wasn't it ever? Haley Rasso, you absolute goddess, stepped up in the absence of Sam Kerr, scored 2. Kerr was available to use on the bench, but didn't need her. She pulled
Was
the
she,
boots
though?
off. Exactly. She had the tape on and everything. She looked the part, but she pulled the boots off with 5 to go. And it gives her another 6 days, mate. Another 6 days of
hell is-
rehab. And I
Yeah.
just think next Monday we play Denmark.
Yeah.
Monday, 8 o'clock,
Round
and she'll be
16.
fucking ready to go.
Will
hopefully.
she?
I
Because
don't
it
know.
was funny. The Hello Sport Boys put up a clip a while ago, and I was like, they were like saying they don't reckon she's going to play.
At
fuck,
all,
yeah, and then
yeah.
it's like it's just this thing to keep everyone.
Oh, to watch.
Yeah, like to watch
yeah,
and
yeah,
and the hype, and she's just there, and I'm like, they might be onto something there. Because how many games there been now?
Show us the jersey, Grapes.
The hype.
Oh, look at him. The
The
hype,
hype has
train.
gotten to him.
Kerr.
Yeah, I
What a
wore
glorious
me
jersey.
Kerr jersey around all day today.
Yeah, good stuff.
Anyway, huge clash against Denmark again. We played them in the Men's World Cup in the group stages fucking last year, beat them.
Yep.
What a win that was.
Their men's side is ranked way more highly, I think, than the women's.
Excuse me, ignorance here, but who's the top dog in the
The US.
US?
Yeah.
US.
And they didn't even. They came second in
They
their
got
group.
second in their group, which worked out well for us because now they're on the other side of the draw.
So we're a sniff.
The only way to play
Well,
them is
yeah.
in the final.
So we're a sniff.
We're a good sniff,
Fuck yeah.
especially when Kerr plays on Monday.
Oh, might have to start
Absolutely.
watching.
The Sunday Mail done her fucking dirty, though.
Do they?
If you bought the Sunday Mail last week, have a go at the back page and the picture they put up of poor old Sammy. It was like this close-up headshot of her like laughing, and it's fucking not good. The poor darling. She would have
She's
just
not a
Poor
model.
Samantha.
she would have just looked at it and went, "You fuckers." But anyway,
Maybe she was happy with it, mate. How do you know?
She wasn't. She couldn't have been. Get around the girls. Come on, Aussies.
Are
Fuck yeah.
newspapers still cranking?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's more just
Fuck
digital
yeah.
now. You can
No,
get a
that's what I'm
newspaper.
saying.
Yeah, you
digitally.
buy. You can pay for it. I think Nan still pays
Oh,
to
yeah.
have it thrown out on the
Because
lawn every
I
day.
just remember like back in the day, nearly every servo there was a big fucking.
They're still there.
Yeah, right,
Well,
right.
news agents definitely. I don't know about servers.
I definitely fucking if I see someone reading a newspaper, I go, what? Like,
They still put the form guide in there, boys.
Yeah, right.
That's
We've
true.
got to take one of them when we go to the Bowen Cup. We've got to get a form guide in paper form and highlight the runners.
I want a book that I can roll up and hit my leg with.
Yeah.
Well,
Pretend you're fucking riding.
that
home.
is good too.
Just
Yeah.
any book.
Any, yeah.
Nothing to do with
Any
racing.
book will do.
Just want to
Harry
hit my
Potter.
leg with the cunt.
Boys, how good was the UFC card?
Oh.
We called it.
Oh.
We called it. If you're a casual like us
Yeah.
and you want to see some good stinking, get around UFC 291. Massive knockout for Justin on Dustin.
Yes.
That was huge. The
fucking
Punters Club got
crazy.
up with that knockout
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
baby.
he's right, boys.
So
I'll
that was
just
good. Big,
drag his out of
big
mud
Derek. What a fucking,
Oh, bud.
what a
Jack,
performance from Derek.
what a statement. Looked fit too, as fit as he's
He
ever
did.
looked.
And
just
ripped the
come
strides
out
off
He was
too.
fucking, what's
A
it, light
flying
heavyweight?
knee.
Heavyweight, and he comes out as a flying knee with a six-pack under his fat somehow.
Takes the fucking dax off
Yeah.
afterwards.
Straight
just-
away. He literally said in the post-fight interview, he's like, yeah, I don't know, just threw some shit up and hoped it would work.
It's as if though, like he's playing
Yeah.
that thing, bro. He like looking at him just physically, you can tell he put the work in compared to what he used to. Like I don't know,
sure.
I'm just pumped to see him back there, and it just creates that now him going into a bigger card and
Yeah.
building up because he's exciting as fuck, and you love hearing him after. There was a young an Aussie fighter early on in the prelims, Jake Matthews, looked sharp in his fight. He got a great submission win. So keen to see him progress in the division. Tony Ferguson versus Green.
Oh,
Green's so sharp on the feet. I honestly just wanted to see Tony sail off in the sunset. You know, and just get a win.
Well, he
You-
will, but he'll be a loser now.
Yeah, that's right.
you know
It's
what I
he
just
chose to just not tap.
Yeah, that was
As
fucking.
soon as
What
I
a
watched
tough
him
cunt.
get locked in and his legs were just kicking out crazy, I was like, he is fucked.
Yeah.
What is he doing here? And
saw
then bang
him-
out cold.
yeah. I saw him walk off after, and there's some footage of him. You could just see how deflated and shattered he was.
Dejected,
Like,
yeah.
I think he was just keen.
Well, it went
to,
the whole 3 rounds, and then in the last minute is when he choked him.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's
anyway,
kind of sad to see, because he's a fucking legend.
it is. It'd be one of those things too, where in his prime he would have signed a really long contract with the UFC because
Yeah.
obviously he was killing it, and all of a sudden he just started losing.
Yeah.
So I think he's just fulfilling his fights left in his contract, but it's just not. It's not doing him well with
It
his
goes
longevity.
Back
not.
to the when you see it so often when you've got a fighter who is on this win streak, it must be so mental, like the fight game, because you see people lose, and even let's say an undefeated fighter, you see him lose for the first time, and you think, oh, they'll be back, but they just seem to never come back as good because in the head they're like, fuck, I can be beaten. Do you reckon that's a?
I reckon, mate.
Chris Weidman for me is like the perfect example there. He was unbeatable, and then he got hammered by Luke Rockhold, and he never come back from
Well,
that.
even look at Conor. Conor McGregor has not been the same since he lost to Khabib.
Yeah,
no, he
he
hasn't
even-
been
he
the
lost
same
before
since he
that.
lost to Diaz.
but
I reckon.
I reckon that
Well, he
is-
beat Diaz after it.
Yeah,
I reckon that's the case if they're like a 20-0 or something like that fighter.
Yeah.
I reckon if they've got one loss, it almost helps them because there isn't that pressure of losing the O.
Yeah,
like they
true.
can go, who gives a fuck? I've lost. Like people
Yeah.
lose in a fight thing.
yeah.
Jan and Pereira.
Big Jan Blackhose, which
I just thought I'd fucking narrow it right down. Jan.
To Jan.
Big Jan.
Yarn.
Very even, well, fucking Jan in Australia. So
I forgot he was Aussie.
very
I forgot
even-
he's not Polish.
That's his Aussie name, Jan. Very even fight. Pereira just did enough in the judges' eyes. Could have gone either way, I reckon, but I'm glad it went like it did.
Yeah, well,
More
by-
entertaining fighter won.
Yeah.
Big Jan had more ground time and takedowns, but significant strikes. Pereira had like triple.
Yeah, it's
the amount he did.
yeah.
It was a very boring fight. As
It
a
was-
casual fan I am, I'm saying it was a boring fight.
Well, it was a fucking card for the casuals. It was the BMF belt card. It was
Yeah.
about excitement. I just think there's so much more of a storyline now with that result.
Yeah.
Pereira
for
going,
sure.
he'll get a title shot. He just beat fucking...
well, it's a vacant belt at the moment.
Yeah, well, there you go. So he'll probably get lined up to do that, and then it sets up,
For Izzy?
yeah,
Yeah.
sets up for Izzy to go the double thing because Izzy's their money at the moment.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
UFC.
100%.
For sure.
And it's just that storyline
Jeez,
that's
he's
already there.
cringe though, isn't he?
I think
Oh,
Izzy will fight
Captain
Dricus
Cringe.
before Pereira and.
Oh,
Izzy
I
fight.
do too. But that fight with Dricus, did I say that right? For the
Yeah,
first time he lost?
You did.
Isn't it? I thought it was Rodriguez.
No,
But anyway.
Dricus,
But yeah,
Dricus.
Dricus, fucking whatever.
2 plus 3.
Two
Yep.
plus, yeah, five. Yeah, they'll line up the fight with 5, and that will give Pereira time to fucking fight for the title, I reckon, and then boom, it just sets up.
Is 5
Sets it
going to
up.
fight Adesanya here? Sydney?
No, that's
Nah.
going to be Sean Strickland.
Oh.
Yeah,
who,
yeah, that's right.
Who, if he couldn't fight, he would be cancelled off the internet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
imagine Sean Strickland versus Captain Cringe. The fucking press conference is
Oh.
going to be the main event,
That
Yeah,
will be
it'll
and
good.
I will be there.
I actually, yeah, you will. I actually saw the UFC must have put up a post, or someone put up a post where there was no main event, but it still sold out in like fucking a couple of minutes.
100%.
Aussies just love stinking.
We just love
We
fucking
do.
blue one.
That's going to be fucking awesome. I'm
Yeah.
jealous that you're going.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Another more fighting, more stinking. How good was Bud Crawford? Holy
Oh, he
fuck!
put on a clinic,
That
man.
was just insane, eh? Old mate looked like it was me in there. Like, just
Yeah,
looked like
he
an
made him look
amateur.
silly.
He made him look stupid.
He proved that why he's pound for pound.
And he fought south. Isn't he right-handed? And he fought southpaw the whole time.
I'm not 100%
Oh,
sure.
I think he
can't- I don't
swaps.
know.
Like, Bud Crawford always swaps around.
does he?
Oh, doesn't he?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be a bit wild to fucking fight your biggest fight of your life.
I thought I've
unorthodox.
seen him fucking fighting in different stances, and he sort of can do. Anyway,
Maybe.
I'm
I'll
like,
be
I can't
interested to
comment,
see
I don't
where he
know.
goes from here, eh? Like, who's going to knock him
Well,
off?
dude,
'Cause
you
he
know what-
called out one of the Charlos.
Well, do you know what the craziest thing is with it? Is like before it was meant to be the two of the best.
Yeah.
And like it's such a it was playing to be such a chess match. People didn't know who, all this shit, and they signed a 2-fight deal, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
But after that
You
fight,
can't
I
do-
said that how does that second fight sell? Like if it was an early knockout, you could sell it
Yeah,
as
it
in
was like
lucky
just a-
punch. He literally wore him down and just fucking fed
3
him.
knockdowns,
Right.
4 knockdowns, was
So
it?
Yeah.
like you can't
It was
even.
like,
It's
wow,
not
he
even a
made
thing where you
fucking
can
silly.
make the argument of another fight until they both go away and
fighting. Yeah.
yeah, Spence does something because that was such a demolition.
Yeah.
It just shows you how above and beyond Crawford is.
If you're his team, if you're Spencer's team, you're going, bruh, so you can't fight him again.
Nah.
I'm looking at that and then looking at Tim Tszyu, and I'm just fucking licking my lips. I'm like, Tim Tszyu, keep working your way up. He will have to fight Crawford
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, and like you're not even gonna say if he's gonna beat him or not, but just that
It'll just be
experience
huge
to-
for Aussie boxing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time we had a boxer that fucking big, probably since Chalk.
Yeah, big Chalk Mundine.
But
Jesus.
I think Tszyu would surpass him in terms of like how big of a fucking fight that would be.
Well, more people would buy it to watch him win than watch him lose.
Yeah,
So
that's
with-
true.
I reckon like with Crawford sort of thing, he just fought the best that was there to fight, and I reckon he'll start doing that now and just picking people off. How long until you put him on par with like what Mayweather's done and shit?
Yeah.
You're like, where's that starting to come into conversation?
Yeah,
Well,
well,
isn't
Mayweather
he-
went 50-0.
Yeah, but he fucking cherry picked fights.
Yeah,
Alright.
and
He
May
did.
and
Pacquiao
when he
fight
fought
for how
and
many
when he
years?
fought Pacquiao, it wasn't like that.
He was old.
Yeah.
But no, but he still didn't.
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He
Pacquiao,
just
yeah.
dominated him.
Oh, it was fucking unbelievable.
Floyd
And
just danced around every fucking fight. Like, smart, good on him.
he didn't get hit ever.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I
Fucking
mean. He was a
great.
great boxer. I'm not
He
saying that.
did they say Crawford's the first ever two-division undisputed champion.
That's true.
Oh, really?
So the first ever to have all the belts in 2 different weight
That's pretty
classes.
cool.
So
Yep.
that's fucking unreal.
How cool
They
is that?
said as he was walking out, not this fight, I think it might have been his last fight. Could have that wrong too, but they said that he had to go to 5 different schools when he was young because he got kicked out of all of them for bluing.
Fucking hell.
Paid off,
Wow.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, kids.
Keep bluing in class.
Work hard. That's probably the fucking major point. Work
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Or did you see? Sorry, we didn't talk about it in the UFC. See old McGregor calling out
yeah.
fucking Gaethje.
He's-
I just go. It's getting to the point now, and I got to admit, I love McGregor. That's what got me into the sport. That up
You got a
coming
lot
on
of
me.
people
But
into the sport, yeah.
how long are we going to hear him call these fuckers out and this and that?
Hurry up and fight
Fight.
Chandler, cunt.
I just want him
fight
to
someone.
fight.
Yeah.
You know, it's starting to get to the point now where when he says shit, I'm just not even taking it.
Nah.
Yeah,
I don't
I've
even
stopped.
take
the
it
last
seriously.
like 2 years, I was going, yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
mate.
Or you go, you're a fuckhead.
Well,
Like,
I've
you know?
But I
always
just
like,
don't-
I love it. I see like shitty posts and that. It's like he's allowed to carry on like he does.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
He doesn't ever have to fight again. With
That's
the
what I
money
was
he's
about to
made.
say. I wouldn't fight again either.
Like
I'd
save
just
your
fucking-
legacy, bro.
But
Because you can
just-
keep going out there and getting smoked. I
Yeah,
reckon.
but just when he
Yeah.
calls people out now, I'm just like, oh, I'm not even take that with a grain of salt.
For the
Like,
views.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see what happens there.
Boys, talk about upsets. We weren't, but talk about upsets. The AFL results on the weekend were out of control. Out of control. There was a tipping page. I don't know what one it was, but there's 340,000 people in this tipping comp. They reckon it'd be like ESPN, you know. The overall, there's 340,000 people, and they posted and said, we want to know who the 147 of you in Australia have got 6 from 6 at the moment. Because there was 147 out of 340,000 that had 6 from 6 after Saturday night. And it was just
They must be
They
old
must
mates
have,
misses that just picks fucking whatever.
picks the animal.
Yeah.
I was about to
that's
say
right.
it could have been the away
Favourite
teams
colour.
because the first 3 were away, and those were Carlton. That's an upset.
It is an upset, 100%,
Yeah.
but it's not as big as some of the others.
Dockers over Geelong at Cardinia.
Freo
which I'm fucking
beating
spewing
Geelong.
about.
That's
just fucking our top 8 hopes entirely. GWS against Doggies. I reckon that's a bit of an upset.
It's an
I was the
upset.
most spewing about the all-in leg that shut on.
Yeah, and that's what I was
He's
just
getting
about
there.
to get to right now. Lions lost by 41
40.
in the big Q
Fuck's
clash.
40.
I thought that was like after like hearing you, and that as a casual AFL person, like last week hearing you boys, I'm like that was like the safest one.
I thought that was
That was
safest.
like-
Yeah.
And then that's why I was like, when the horse come in, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's another.
We're home.
I just thought at half time, halfway through the third quarter, righto, these fuckwits will start playing now. Nah.
Nah.
That
But
nearly come
yeah,
out.
good upset for you, Tommy, is your Crows got up in the showdown, like I said earlier. 47 points.
47 points
Port
against
Adelaide
Against Port.
Premiership,
decline.
one of the Premiership favourites.
Oh.
And they've fucking beaten Port in the showdown for the second time this year. You won both showdowns.
Fuck
And
yeah.
you get bragging rights until next year.
West Coast got the win as well against North
Yes!
Melbourne at home.
The
Second win
Coast.
of the year and their first win in a long time.
They've beaten
You
North.
saw how much it meant to the club, eh?
Ah,
And the coach.
good on them.
Yeah, good on you to get a bit of fucking
Good on them.
bit of hope.
Who are they playing this week? They'll be back to reality.
Yeah, they've got Essendon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They probably
They'll
won't win,
flogged.
but they'll get pumped.
It was just funny seeing like all these clashes. So you had the showdown. That's biggest event in Adelaide. You had Collingwood Carlton. There was 86,000 at the G.
What
for
a game that was too.
Great game. And then you had 17th v 18th.
Battle of
West
the
Coast.
shit.
West Coast v North.
Yeah, 2 shocking teams.
It's basically like the Tigers playing the Dragons.
It's
basically.
worse than that, I reckon.
I reckon it's worse. Yeah.
Much
Yucky.
worse.
Anyway, but then there's 3 teams that I want to highlight in the NRL from last week, boys. The Bronx first half against the Chooks was elite, 20-0 at half
Yeah.
time. They were unbelievable.
Clinical.
The Melbourne Storm played unbelievably well against Para. They were just
Against
on.
the bald Gutho.
Jerome, yes, he got rid
He's
of the
finally
chop.
listened to our shit talk from the earlier episodes.
I reckon he definitely
He would have
has.
started listening
That's
to
what
us and
did it.
gone, fuck.
And then, so the Storm, they were unbelievable against, the Eels who have guns everywhere.
Yeah. They can turn up.
They
when
were
want.
missing RCG and shit, though. So the old saying, you need forwards to go forward. But the team I want to really highlight and the player who's just happens to come into form at the right time of the year again, Nathan Cleary and the Panthers, 28 and the shutout, 0 against the Sharks. Against the best attacking side. Yes, they can't defend and they fucking lose. Get 30 put on them, but they normally put 30 on themselves.
Yeah.
28-0, and Cleary was just everything he did and everything he touched just was unreal.
Yeah.
Couple of 40-20s, it was just like, man, can you just stop it? He nearly kicked it on half time. He was 48 metres out, and he just missed that field goal. It like went under the black dot.
Yeah.
It's crazy, As a Broncos fan,
It's worrying.
it's very worrying because I look at Penrith and I go, we're the second favourites to win. We're second on the ladder, equal points, but I just think they're still miles ahead of us. Like, we've won one game against them. They've beaten us closer games, but
That was
I just
round
think,
1 we beat
Yeah,
them,
I
though.
think come September, it's like, fuck, Penrith are just a class in their own.
Mate, I just think it's kudos to them from... I honestly didn't think I thought they would take a bit more of a hit on the players that we lost. Appy,
Yeah.
Kickow.
Yeah.
Like, those players I thought would have more an effect, but it just goes to show the system that
Mate,
it is. and
Scotty
fuck
Sorensen
me.
has just stepped up and
There's
been
always
fucking unbelievable.
Next year they're going to lose Spencer Linu and Stephen Crichton, but
Yeah.
they'll bleed someone through, and
Yeah.
it'll be like they never left.
Look at
Gus.
Isaac Tungo. Is that a
Yeah.
Isaac Tungo?
Yeah,
Like,
but he's fucking... What's happened to him?
I don't know. He's on the extended bench. I think he got named.
Did he?
But I mean,
Oh, no.
look what he's been doing, and he's come up through the ranks. Like, as in, Stephen Crichton goes, he's the strike dude, and then another bloke will come on the other side.
Yeah.
Like, as in, just the system they got, man, you can't fault it.
I was going to mention... he'll play for sure, man. Tungle.
Yeah.
Because fucking Zach Hoskins named it
Yeah, got
centre.
it.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, looks like Tungle will play.
Do you know who I've been just loving watching right now? And it's Kalen Ponga, but
Oh,
He
yeah.
is
I
on
just
fire.
That's probably the
fucking
fourth
love
team I should have mentioned was the fucking Knights, mate. Down in Canberra. To
Massive
do
win.
that, that's huge.
Call it now, Knights will make top 8. Their run home, they have a fairly
they?
easy draw
Yeah.
compared to some of the other teams that are pushing for the 8, and they're in fucking fine form to beat 5th place Raiders
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Canberra. I'm calling Knights they'll get 7th or 8th.
That'll be so good for that city too.
Oh, they'll love it.
Like,
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
they deserve it too.
They do.
Down there, the old fucking New South Wales Gladdy.
I was
It
doing
literally
a
is just big steel city.
Dolphins and Cowboys grub me of me first perfect round of the year because I got the Knights.
You love a good Finns tip, eh? It was against the Dogs though. I suppose we can forgive you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all went
Fucking
on
hell.
the Finns, didn't we?
No, I picked the
Fucking
Dogs.
dogs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
But I did not get the Titans, that's for sure. The Cows, they were probably due, the Cows, for an off one because they've just been on.
well, yeah, so I'm not going to knock them just yet and be like,
Nah.
nah, season over, blah, blah.
no
'cause
way.
Fucking hell. Like, even this weekend, Bronx have them up in Townsville, and I'm nervous about that.
Mate, the battle for like those last 3, maybe 2, might even be those last 4 spots in the 8 is going to be awesome because you got
Yeah.
Knights, Manly, like they were definitely no chance a couple of weeks ago, you know?
Yeah.
And now they've just made it an interesting...
6th through to 11th is like within 2 points.
Fuck, that's
and then,
crazy.
Because
And then you
Manly
have
and
the
Knights
Titans
had the
winning.
draw. They're on 25 points, so like that's
That's
going to
be huge, I reckon, that point.
Yeah,
That'll
fuck
end
yeah,
up
it'll
being
make a big
very
difference.
important. Because, yeah, I don't know. I just think the Sharks are going so bad at the moment. You cannot include them.
They stink.
Oh, they're
They
fucking
Fucking stink.
I don't
all
think
the way
they'll
down.
Make the 8.
I
I think they'll
reckon
drop out.
all the way down to the. I know the Roosters and the Dolphins and the Titans are all on 22 points, and I don't want to write any of them off. But down to the Eels, I reckon in 11th is probably where you cut it off and you go. Any of those teams from fucking 6 to 11 can make those last 3 spots.
Yeah, absolutely. I
And
think
then,
I thought
now
of
that
it-
I've said that, the fucking
Yeah.
Dolphins will come out and win 5 straight and make.
Well, yeah,
it
that's what I'm
like-
saying. Yeah, Knights will make a top 8 and they'll lose the rest of their games. I was thinking about it yesterday. It'll be good when the top eight's decided and we get in the finals time, we can do a little recap of our predictions
Oh,
at the start of the
Weren't
year.
we bang on?
And yeah, well, I said Roosters minor premiers, and they're not even going to make the fucking 8.
We
so-
all had the chooks, though.
I can't wait to see them not make the 8.
Actually, you know what? We've actually fucking gone all right.
My prediction that I think's all right, and I still don't think they'll make the 8, was Eels. I said Eels will drop off.
Yeah,
So I'll
right.
just hold on to that. I don't give a fuck
Well,
about the rest. None of us had was.
Panthers, Broncos, Storm, Rabbits, Sharks, Cowboys. We all had them. And then it's just, I didn't have the Raiders or the Warriors.
Yeah.
Definitely
It's
didn't
not
have
too
the
bad.
Waz.
Yeah, no. But Cowboys prior to a month ago were not even.
Oh,
a fucking
exactly.
look.
Yeah, it's looking better.
It is.
The predictions are
I
looking a
didn't
bit
predict
better.
it thinking, yeah, Cowboys, they'll be down in 15th and they'll come up into 8 late. I thought they were going to be a fucking solid potential top 4
Well,
team.
end
Yeah.
of the year, it's getting serious. Things are starting to happen like they fucking should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last, 5 games? Still a couple buys to be had.
I did not put my tips in
No.
again on Thursday.
You're shit
so
for that,
I
eh?
didn't get the Bronx.
Oh,
So I ended up with another 62 spots
Yeah.
down the list.
Where are
I
yous?
would feel bad for you, but
Where are
you
yous
don't
out of
get yourself to
everyone?
blame.
I'm 245.
what are you, Jace?
From
It's loading
wow.
up now, but
I'm
think
still
I'm,
440th.
Oh, well,
out of
I'm
870.
179th, so
What are you?
179th.
Wow.
On
How
that,
many
should we put
points?
'em in?
How many points?
101.
Hang on.
You can't be on.
I'm on 94.
Well, I am.
I'm on 105. How am I below you?
What?
It says, does that not say 105?
Look at this. Look at the homepage.
Hang on.
Fucking Motorola's.
Fuck off.
Hello, Moto.
Fucking hell.
105.
Yeah, go to this, just the home, where it'll tell you in big, bold.
Oh, is that what
writing.
you meant?
Yes.
100.
Fucking hell.
100.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why does
There
it
you
say
go.
105 then, you fuckhead?
I don't know. Well, why aren't
should
you
we put
higher
our
than me then,
tips
you
in?
fuckhead?
Yeah, put them in.
Righto.
Let's do it.
So
Thursday,
you're 1 point in front of me.
Thursday, we got Roosters versus Manly at Sydney Cricket Ground.
At the G, at the SCG, sorry. the
This will
G.
be a good shit game, I reckon. And I'm going to go Roosters.
Battle of the Beaches.
Yep.
Bondi v Manly. I'm
Battle of
going.
the A-grade cunts.
Yes. Battle of.
Northern Beaches.
Yeah. I'm going the Chooks.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
going-
know why,
yeah,
but I am.
me neither.
Yeah.
We'll all
fuck.
regret it, won't we?
Yeah.
But
To
I'm
be
going
honest
Chooks.
with you, if I have something better to do, I wouldn't be spewing. If I
Is it
miss
Thursday
that.
night? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's not. I probably
Like
will watch
sleeping.
it, but yeah.
What about the 6 o'clock Friday night game? Who's playing? Titans v the Bros.
The Bros, Khan the Bros.
Yeah.
I'm on the Bros.
I reckon the week off, they've just been refreshed right up. They were playing so well leading into the bye as well. I just think Bros.
I'm going to make a little prediction that'll be like 30-0 halftime to the Bros.
It would have been good if the Titans didn't win last week. It would have been a real easy decision.
Yeah, but I think off the win, like, fuck me, Titans will have one win. You go, oh, fuck, maybe they're
Yeah.
nah.
This
and
is
they get
classic Titans.
This
it
is
it used to
Titans-
be classic Bros.
Yeah,
But now this is
literally.
classic Titans.
That's
Mate,
what I'm
even
saying.
if Titans
Warriors will be
start
up by
strong.
30 points at halftime. Something crazy.
But
Yeah.
you look at the history of this year though, and it'll probably be a thing where like Titans might be neck and neck at halftime, but they'll get fucking blown out in the second half.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
they'll be up by 26.
They love a good
But yeah, I
blowout.
think we're all on the Bros there.
Roll
At
on.
8 o'clock at Bluebet Stadium, we are Penrith versus Melbourne.
I'm going
Awesome
Penrith.
game. I won't be missing that one.
No,
That is
that'll be a
for sure.
ripper.
I think you have to tip Penrith. But both of those teams were two of the teams I highlighted there for how good they were last week.
Yeah.
Like,
And Melbourne have turned up in this fixture in the past, and they're paying $3.20.
I think
Dude.
the odds are way out.
Me too.
Way out.
Fucking oath, they should be in the twos.
I think Penrith are going to win, but if you were just purely a betting person, that is value.
I think
Yeah, sure.
when you look at it, though, and you look at 28-0 against the Sharks of all teams,
And like,
that's
yeah,
why
we
they're
were saying
so low.
before,
Like,
class
Value
their
would
own.
be 1 to 12 Storm.
yeah,
'Cause they're
you'd
not
have to.
beating
eh?
Penrith 13.
Yeah,
plus.
I still think Penrith will win, but like, should Storm be paying $3.20? No.
No,
Should
yeah.
it be 91% of tip Penrith? Like,
It's
Mel-
so hard not to tip them, but
yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if Melbourne did win something like a
Yeah.
game like this.
Yeah.
so we've covered our ass there.
That-
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
saying Penrith will win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Melbourne win.
That's
Don't
right.
shoot me.
Yeah.
It's all right, Grover.
We've covered. We've covered.
All right, but to me, that's one of the games of the round for sure. Next
Yeah.
one game of the round is Saturday. What a cunt to put that on when the local footy's on.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to
3 p.m.,
fucking
yeah.
watch it.
Sake.
I'll be
Should
playing.
be fucking. Well, it won't be that warm up there. It's middle of winter.
I'll have
But yeah,
if I have a little
Cowboys-
spell, I'll have to come and have it on KO.
Cowboys, Bronx, fucking 3 o'clock at Townsville.
I love watching a game of footy in the Arv, but fuck, I love it.
It's better than playing it, I'll tell you.
Do you know what I'm doing here? Because I've got just yards to make up, I'm going a bit of an upset here. I'm going the Cowboys, especially because you're the Broncos.
Go
did
the
have a
Storm
feeling
as
you'd
well,
do
mate.
that.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Go the
No, but I
Storm.
honestly think there's a chance. Like, Cowboys just lost after a fucking good
run.
I think they'll be fucking stinging, and they're going to be at home. So there's every chance. And only 13% tipped them. So there's a little
Yeah.
one
This
I could
fixture
get.
never fails to impress.
Oh
as
man,
well.
meant
Since the grand
Whoa.
final. Well, prior to the grand final as well in 2015.
remember all those games, eh? It was every game
It's fucking
was
golden
decided by
points,
less than
field
a
goals.
try. It was fucking
It was
outrageous.
awesome.
That was when JT was just playing and we had guns everywhere. And
Yeah, that
Fuck, I
20 like
loved
2015 to 2017.
we could do a whole episode on JT. I
We
reckon.
might have to one day.
Yeah.
Eh?
We'll get him on.
Fucking
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I haven't even said my tip, but I'm pretty sure you'll know. it's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
tipping the
Brisbane.
Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Righto. 5:30 at Optus Stadium. We have the Dolphins versus
A
Newcastle.
double header in Perth.
Yeah.
I just think Dolphins. Newcastle are on a roll. KP is fucking hot as fuck right now,
And playing good footy.
Yeah.
and playing
Yeah.
good footy. I just think I don't know. I just love watching the nights when KP's on. It's just such an exciting fucking game.
I
when
love
he's on.
watching him at McDonald Jones Stadium when he's on.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because that place is rocking.
They fucking
Yeah.
love it. But yeah,
He's
on
just
the-
one of
off the-
those. Yeah.
Off the back of that, I'm going Newcastle as well.
I just fucking reckon it's hard not to until Dolphins prove something. It's weird. Like, Dolphins started like they did, and now they're sort of turned into what I thought they would be doing from the start.
Yeah.
It's weird, eh?
Well, I've
Yep.
tipped him for some reason.
Tip the Dolphins.
Yeah. So I put me
Okay.
tips in about 2 days ago because I was sick of forgetting.
Yeah.
So I was doing fucking heaps at work. I was actually, but
That
I went,
wasn't
I'll just put me
sarcasm.
tips in because I won't fucking, forget. And yeah, I've got the Dolphins, so I'm not changing it. Bennett
right.
at Optus, mate, he'll get the boys up and about. He knows what he's doing over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
been
been to
he's been
Perth.
killing it lately. Righto. 7:35. Rabbitohs versus Sharks.
At Optus as well. The
Yep.
double header at Optus.
Sharks are shit. That's
Shark
all I gotta
shit.
say. Sharks
Yeah,
shit.
look-
Rabbitohs good.
Yeah, I'll go Trell and the Rabbits too.
Mate, and Trell's only had one game back, so I think that'll be good
Yeah.
for his game. They'll probably find their little groove.
Brought him
Mate.
back. This could be another master stroke of coaching. Bring him back against the Tigs.
Yeah. They'll
Warm him
turn-up
up,
game.
and then go righto, mate.
I
Away
think
you
that's a 13 plus. That's
Yeah.
a 13 plus into a Johnston, into a Campbell Graham Latrell try.
Holy
Two overs.
shit.
That's fucking.
Hang
That,
on, yeah,
that-
righto.
They're the sort of ones that I look at and go, I'm definitely having a punt on that game. They're the ones that you could
Yeah.
possibly pull off like a 5-legger.
Because if it's a high scoring one, it's like, fuck it. I'll just put a bunch of random tries.
Yeah,
for
that's
us.
it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
hope for the
You just
best.
got to hope you're in.
That's how most of my multis go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going rabbits.
Overs is a good bet there.
I did say that.
Whatever it is. Oh, sorry. Jace.
Yeah, but not heard.
I'm still looking at this Dolphins tip going, how the fuck does that happen?
So I think we're all on the same page there, are we?
Yep.
All right. Sunday, Para versus Dragons. Fuck
Para.
yeah, Para.
Yeah,
You're on that.
That's easy.
Is it? Oof.
Raiders versus Tigs. Raiders.
Raiders.
What a thrilling Sunday afternoon of football that will be.
Yeah. Well, I'll be blind for me silly Sunday.
True,
so
yeah.
I probably won't even look at my
Are
phone.
you doing Mad Monday or?
Nah, just doing silly
If
Sunday.
you don't
What's
have-
going on? Things. It's Mad Monday. That happened with the Roosters boys as well, and now I'm hearing it again. Is Mad Monday dying?
I don't know. I think Mad Monday traditional. I'm all for it. Like you were saying last week about being Monday, you shouldn't be this fucked up and dressed up all silly. What are you doing? This is awesome.
You still have the Sunday, though.
But yeah, the Sunday, I think it's making more sense because we have the grand final on the Saturday.
No, but
charge
you-
through
Yeah.
Sunday, silly Sunday, and then
The whole
people
point of
either
the
go
Mad
work.
Monday, I think, when you have the final on the Saturday is you drink all night.
Well, yeah.
And halfway
I was
through
under
to
the
Sunday,
impression.
And you have a sleep
go for a camp and then rock up fucking 7 o'clock Monday morning.
with
ready to-
bells on.
Yeah.
I was under the impression it would have been Silly Sunday and Mad
Anyway.
Monday, but that's all right. Less time. Got to
I
rip
just
in a
hope
quicker
on behalf of
time
every
frame.
other fucking Reggie in this country that Mad Monday isn't dying because
Yeah.
that is what it's all about.
Maybe we could host a Mad Monday event.
Stop it.
How good would that be?
That'd be
Where we
great.
just
The
go, righto.
RLC's Mad Monday.
Mate, wait, do you know when we do it? The first Monday after the grand final.
Oh, that's a public holiday in
It
Queensland.
is.
In Queensland, sorry.
That's
in
the only
Queensland.
thing. Yeah, that's the only place that matters.
Yeah, that's our Queen's birthday. We
We
have
could-
it
I
in
won't even
October.
We
fucking
could
be
do
here.
that, eh? Just do a fucking Mad Monday.
If we're just like, righto, we're just gonna have a Mad Monday.
We're just gonna do it.
We'll meet you here.
Yeah, random Monday. Let's get
Yeah.
fucked up.
Might happen, probably won't.
Yeah.
It's in the air.
So there you go.
Someone organise it and I'll go.
There's
We'll
the
show
footy
up.
boys.
Yeah, nah, snoring Sunday, but
Mm.
a couple of crackers there with the Bronx Cabs and the Penrith Storm.
Yes, couple of good fucking games.
Penrith
Yeah.
Storm.
What do you reckon, boys? Should we
Yeah, squeeze of the week
get to the
time, boys.
squeeze?
Brought to you by the Standard Squeeze, the nifty little invention here. One of the best things getting around. Think of your 2-stroke oil bottle. You measure your standard drinks with your squeeze. These are made with food-grade plastic to ensure ultimate safety for your 2-stroke and Coke. They go great anywhere, but especially in the golf bag for some liquid courage around the course. You've got you can throw it in the undercarriage luggage on the plane when you're going on a trip. Measure one standard drink at a time. Make it a double. They've got the new double shot out. Or even grab the big shot bottle, which has a 100ml chamber for all the tough Reggies. They've also brought out a new product, boys, and it's the slim can. The slim, what's it called? Fucking slim 4-in-1.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. So you can put your seltzer in it or whatever, you know?
Fuck yeah.
Because otherwise you put your seltzer in the 4-in-1 and it's made for a beer can.
Yeah.
So-
And if you're drinking
Dangling around
seltzer,
the
you
place.
want to hide it anyway around all the boys.
Or a stubby, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, don't quote me on that. I don't think a stubby fits in there.
Yeah.
But it might.
Yeah, if you want to hide that you're drinking a seltzer around the boys, fucking...
Mate, how good are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking-
I'm not
Yeah,
even
but
gonna
don't
sit
say
here
it
and
out
shit
loud.
talk.
You're a joke if you don't think they're
Yeah.
good.
No,
It's
they're-
2023.
Mate, it's 23. Fuck me.
Yeah,
Blokes
fuck it.
can drink
I'm a
seltzers
chick.
too.
Mate, I know heaps of chicks who drink Bundy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
that's fine.
Anyway, let's get back to the squeeze.
Punch
of the
on
week.
with heaps of them.
Yeah. Oi. Oh, serious though. Jump on the standardsqueeze.com and use the code Reggie15. Grab a squeeze, grab a slim can, grab a 4-in-1, grab a snapback, and give them some love on the socials too.
But like,
Fuck yeah.
you can pound it all year round or whatever, but winter, this is literally the camping fucking time
Yeah.
of year.
It's perfect for it.
In the boat, like, these are just great. It's
Yeah.
fucking, it's a good bit
And
of
there's
kit.
just don't get, if this is in the back of the boat, don't grab the oil bottle.
Yeah.
If you've got a 2-stroke yummy,
Yeah.
don't grab the oil bottle.
Yeah, that's right.
Reggie 15 gets you 15% off too.
Fucking
That's
hell.
right.
It's not just a random code. You'll be saving money and helping him and ourselves out.
That's right.
Exactly.
Help the blokes that
Show them
help
some
us.
love. That's right.
Get into it.
Talking about blokes that love us, let's head to Captain of the Week.
What
Reggie
about,
boy.
what about the
Our
person who got
actual
the squeeze?
Oh, yeah.
This is why you just let Groper run the show, eh, mate?
That's right.
You must be new to the
Maybe
podcasting game.
Squeeze
Tommy.
might be knuckles.
Yeah. Have you done this before?
Couple of yarns, mate.
Here and there.
Look, I think we'll all agree on anyone who is English.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's an obvious
specifically, you got to pick one person. So you pick the leader.
Yeah.
And you pick Ben Stokes.
That's
and a
right.
bloke who can't catch a ball and can't even spit properly. So
Yeah.
I'm happy
That's
with just
right.
any English person who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we're going for one, you
That's
pick the
right.
leader of them.
Yep.
yeah.
So, like, if they were picking out of us, they'd pick me, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Sure, shut.
So, Ben,
It's
you're
your
the squeeze of
country.
the week for several reasons. We've already been over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, keep on keeping on with your mid-30s average with both bat and ball in Test cricket.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
you're the best they've got.
Yeah.
And you're not even English.
That's saying something. Yeah, that's right.
There's actually a photo I saw the other week of him in a Warriors jersey at I think might be Mount Dumb Stadium.
They
As
always...
a youngin, young red.
Sure.
I thought it was
They
myself
just
wearing
steal
that fucking
everyone,
Warriors
man, the
jersey for a
Poms, eh?
second.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's
I went, what?
that's
was
the
Barb's.
squeeze. That's the squeeze for sure. Yeah, right. Now,
Now-
Captain of the Week, brought to you by CTC. Head to thecountrycompanies.com for all the designs the big knuckler's got fucking firing off his hip. There's heaps ready to go. And if you want to make your own, head to countrytruckercaps.com. It's fucking unreal. If you got an event coming up, if you got anything, you can literally make your own hat on his website. It rocks up. What a fucking great idea.
It's such a good idea.
Yeah.
Such a good idea.
Get
You
your
go
own
in
lid,
and make
mate.
your own hat.
Yeah.
How many times would you have been sitting around the campfire going, oh, fuck, imagine having this hat?
Yeah.
Or like, oh,
exactly.
we should make a hat. Well, you can.
Sit around with the boys and come up with a fucking funny hat.
Yeah.
Get on there and do it.
And I believe there's no holds barred either. It's whatever you say or...
Yeah, well, fucking hell. I
You
know
can
the
do
bloke
whatever the fuck
personally,
you
and I'm
want.
going to say that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a few where I go, oh, fuck, okay.
And that's from him.
Yeah. That's
so, yeah,
right.
but support the legends who support us. Fucking oath.
That's
Yeah.
a go.
Talking about the actual captain of the week, who are we going?
Yeah. That's why I was just
We looked at each other and I
lip
was trying
syncing to
think,
Jace. I was like,
fuck.
who are we going?
Yeah. There hasn't been much of a
I reckon
standout.
Gaethje for getting us up on the punters club.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
good
that was a
little
great
personal
knockout
shout,
too.
yeah.
I reckon especially because the first leg didn't get up, did it?
No.
No.
So we were on
Just
the
missed out on the
fucking...
multi.
We're on the ropes.
On the ropes,
Yeah.
in the trenches. Justin stands up and fucking produces
And
the goods.
literally
For not
Yeah.
bad odds,
kicks
too.
some money into our account.
What was that? What'd you have that odds at?
We got it at
it's
like
3
380 or something.
Yeah,
Which
3
was
something.
great stuff. 50 on it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
ended
Oh,
up
yeah.
with a 190. So $90
Thanks for
on
coming,
top of our
baby.
100. The hungy
Just what I
stays
do.
in, and the 200 gets saved again.
So thanks for that, Justin. And I think you
And
are the
Jace.
captain of the week.
Thanks, Justin. Oh, yeah. And you,
No,
Jay.
should I just get captain of the week, maybe?
Oh,
well.
right.
Double J.
Whose
Yeah.
show is this?
Yeah, sorry, Graper.
Hey. We need to stop this.
What?
Levy stuff.
This fucking carry on
Oh,
that
look
I
at you.
started.
You love it.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
Boys, don't. As your head is just getting huge.
Yeah, we'll have to fucking
Ah.
break a wall down to get him out.
Yeah, fuck. Wait till I fucking knock old mate out, buddy.
Oh, wait till you win a bet.
See how big my head gets when I fucking knock old Jack Archgold out. Is that his name?
Something
Shots
like that.
fired.
Anyway, fucking, that's our captain.
That's our captain, boys.
That's our skip.
Squeeze and captain.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much. I think that's sport, lads. What do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have a punt.
Yeah, I love having a punt.
I do
Same.
too.
I
Don't we
love
all?
having a good old
That's why we're on
fashioned
this
fucking
couch.
Benny hunt on
That's
the
why-
weekend.
That's why we're here, to have fun, have a punt,
fuck
talk
yeah.
about a bit of shit. Now, the Blue Bet All-In Multi, something we do every week, thanks
Yep.
to our good mates at Blue Bet. We all pick something that's, it's our sure thing of the week, and we combine it into a multi to give the Reggies some better odds.
Give him a sniff.
So this week's All-In, last week, we almost got there, didn't quite get there because of the Lions decided to not show up against the Gold Coast. So I don't personally, that is not on you, Jace.
Yeah.
That is on the fucking Lions.
I'm not disappointed in
'Cause that
myself saying,
is
I
a
took a
joke.
risk there. That was one of our safest I've done.
Mate, if they had have gone down by a point, okay. 42 points or whatever it was, fucking
Shocking.
pull your head in. The
Yep.
Brizzy Lions are pretenders. I call them
Tom mustn't agree that it's not on
I
me.
call them the Brizzy Foo
Oh, well,
Fighters all the
I
time.
just thought you put the bet on, that's all.
Okay. That's how we're playing.
That's all right. I've
No
got
way.
approval from Chief saying it's not on me, so I'll take
Oh,
that.
sorry if Chief said that. Actually,
Oh, yeah, here we go again.
He's
So,
starting to run.
this week's Blue Bet All-In Multi, which we are going to win. I am
Fucking
going to Sydney Race 8. We're at Rose Hill this weekend. Horse number 11, I Am Me.
oh,
I Am
yes,
Me.
you are.
7 from 13 wins for a career record. It's first up from a spell, been trialling super.
yep.
Timmy Clark's on board and the training stable of Ma and Eustace, who are just always producing. Competed well in an Oakley plate last time out. So, not last time out, but last prep. Oakley plate's Group 1, over 1,100. I think it ran 6th or 7th, but definitely wasn't disgraced there. So, I'm going to go the place, boys, at $1.45. I thought about the win, but $3 is like pushing it, So, place at $1.45.
Yep.
Once again, I need just to lift and put something on it, some odds to give the Reggies a
Copy
better,
that.
you know.
Nice.
All right.
But I think
Well,
you can do it again.
Well,
can.
I will be going more than you, but not by much. I'm not carrying on. I had a look at what I thought was there. There wasn't many just head-to-head ones that I thought there was enough value in to go. That wasn't going to be over that. So I've just gone a try scorer. I think the Rabbitohs are going to fucking smash the Sharks, personally.
Yep.
And I think when the Rabbitohs smash teams, when Latrell Cody Walker is on, there's one bloke that scores every fucking game, and that's Alex Johnston. And I am going him just anytime try scorer that game, and that's paying $1.50, which I think is fucking safe as houses.
Yeah, that is a safe
great
$1.50
shout, AJ.
bet.
So I just like that for $1.50. I think that's a fucking...
Scored 3 last week, didn't he?
Yeah. That part of the bet happened in the first fucking 5 minutes, and then
Yeah,
I
the
only
13
just
plus
scraped the
did
13
not.
plus through. But
Cam
that's why
Murray
this
breakaway.
week, all we're going for is AJ. The score.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's me.
No, that was frightening last week, where I was
Squeaky bum
scared of what
time.
was going to
Squeaky
happen
bum
if
time.
it didn't happen the way you were messaging.
There was a bit of passion.
Oh, yeah, there was passion.
But anyway, I just remembered what I messaged. Righto, Jace. Finish her off.
Carlton are flying high in the business end of the regular season and are looking to continue this form to cement a spot in the 8. They're coming off a huge win against top of the table Collingwood. The vibes will be up and the lads will be buzzing. They play St Kilda this week, and I'm going to do the Tommy Dale special, 2
Oi.
legs here.
2 legs.
Yep. So first
Ooh.
one, I'm going to go Carlton just head to head.
This will boost the odds.
And then my second leg will be Charlie Curnow, 2+ goals.
Who are
He's
they
kicked
playing, sorry?
St Kilda.
Yep, righto.
He's kicked 16 in the last 2.
Yeah.
And he's just been owning the forward 50 with his counterpart, Harry Mackay, being injured. And the way he dominated, against West Coast, 10 goals. That's still crazy, but West Coast have been shit, like we've said. But the way he dominated against Collingwood, even though a couple of them were free kicks, he's going to fucking rip in this week. He will be one of the main reasons they get into that 8 and get the all-in multi-home. It's
So-
paying
so-
$1.82.
Yes,
That's going to
beautiful.
bump up our odds.
That
for
has
something that
bumped
I think
it.
is very safe.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at
three.
$3.75.
Nice.
Or there or thereabouts.
Yeah. So if you fucking
For
like
an all
the,
in, that's fucking good.
mate,
eh?
if
Yeah,
you
fuck
like
yeah.
if you like the sound of that, which we all do, I reckon that is. I'm going to be steaming on that myself this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, 100%.
Download the Bluebet app. You'll find that under the Bluey specials. Makes your job so much easier. Click on the Reggies and fucking pound it
Launch into
the
our bet.
Earth's core.
That's the go.
And we're getting it this week, so get on it.
That's right. We had a
we
little
are.
slip up, but we were 2
Yeah.
in a, I think we were 2 on the trot.
We
We'll count
were.
that one. You know.
We have to count that one.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't lose.
So we're going to be back this week.
What's that
I'm
age-old
confident.
saying, Groper?
You can't lose if you win.
That's
There you go.
exactly
I won't
right.
be losing if it wins.
He always said
We
it.
didn't lose because you still got paid out, which means we won.
This is 2 weeks ago, by the way. We
Yeah.
definitely lost.
We're just
last
carrying
week.
on.
This one's
Yeah.
winning though.
This one is. Righto, the Bluebet old boys. Now, lads, Keto's a bit pissed off because
Is he?
2 weeks ago he got a winner and I never mentioned it.
Oh
So-
no!
Wow.
Well done, old fella. You're back to place horse paying $3.90. He did. That's fucking good going.
that is good.
But what's happened is he's actually had a multi that week with another horse to place, but that one got scratched.
Yeah,
But the second part of the multi won, so obviously it won
yeah,
because the other one got scratched. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So he just gets that one horse at $3.90.
That's right because Bluebet did pay that out. They just took.
Well,
the
they
odds
have
down
to,
a bit,
yeah.
Does
But you
that
do-
work on all
If
betting
you put a
platforms,
multi
though?
on 2 horses and one gets scratched and the other one wins, of course you get paid out.
I just thought there was some things. Probably talking out my ass, but I thought there was some things when you have a big multi, one leg gets voided and the whole thing just goes.
I thought they just
Yeah.
void that bet. Nah.
Well,
Sometimes, I
Bluebet
think-
don't. That's why it should be on there. But
Yeah.
but
Anyway.
Anyway.
So, and another thing on the weekend is Quinella that he had.
Yeah.
Both the horses got scratched.
Oh, so
So-
he didn't actually lose.
He didn't lose. No. See, now my
Oh,
thing there
Itchy,
is
Itchy the second.
if yeah, Itchy's
Well,
dad.
he's itchy the second.
Well, he's fucking real
itchy
itchy.
senior.
Couple of grubs.
So here's a point of fucking conversation here.
Yeah.
If one of them got scratched, he's gone to Quinella, which means they got to run first and second in whatever order.
Yep.
Yeah.
If one gets scratched, the other one runs and doesn't run top 2, do you lose?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Or does the bet would get voided, like on an app, obviously?
But he still was no
But
chance.
in the Reggie's eyes, would that be a loss?
I'd say
No,
so. Yeah.
I don't reckon, because maybe one other horse in that race changes the outcome of it.
Yeah, so that's what the betting companies would do.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just that bet's voided and
Yeah.
you get your money back.
I'm saying in the spirit of the game, it's a loss.
Yeah, but they both got scratched anyway.
Yeah, so that's just a hypothetical
it's for future.
situation.
It's for future
Tito's
situations.
fucking pick a winner, mate.
Yeah, come on.
Just pick something that runs. I had a run like this a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
though,
you
which
did.
is
You
why
were
just
Richie a
called me
couple of
itchy.
weeks ago. Yeah, Keto, you've passed the rash on to
Itchy
your
and
old man.
scratchy.
Yeah, I reckon he's got something for us this week, but
Come on, old Itchy.
come on, Itch.
Reginald's out on the road this week, so this will be quick. One thing I do need to mention, Groper, you're better off smoking fucking bongs than smoking fucking digitals, brother. Get off them fucking things. Anyway, this week, Keto's Collector's Blue Bet, old boys, is gonna go to a horse we all know well, Melbourne Race 6, number 3, Shaya. Now, this horse has been freshened up. I'm hearing Trent Bussington says it's the goods. Should win. So we're just going to go bang in the nose. I did like another one, Melbourne Race 8, number 6, but I'm going to leave that out because I'm thinking it's going to get scratched by all reports. So let's get on the Shayar. Remember that? 100 to 1 the Melbourne Cup. Good punting, guys. Speak next week.
On your itch.
Nice. I don't even. He didn't give us any odds or anything there. He just
We'll post that.
rinsed me for on the vape, so I thought that might have been coming.
Rather,
I heard nothing midweek though when I was
Reckons
on
you're
the
ready,
phone to him.
family,
reckons
yeah.
you're better off getting on the Hong Kongs.
Yeah, then well,
The Winnie Greens.
we
Yeah.
won't comment on that. Are we moving on?
Yeah,
Pedro?
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Off the
Okay,
back of
I'm
that,
just looking
Pedro.
for his fucking bet. I'll tell you the odds.
Mm.
But you move on to Pedro and I'll get it.
G'day, Reggies.
Pedro.
Time for Pedro's picks. Well, the fucking Broncos let me down again last week, and I had a couple of wins on other multis, but
we
I
didn't
can't
see
seem to give you the winning one. So this week I'm going to steer away from the Broncos, and I'm going to go to the AFL. I'm going to get on Jace's little wagon. He's probably let you know I am a Carlton fan. A mad Carlton fan
Going to the Carlton
for a long
game
time,
too.
37 years.
Oh, dear.
And so I'm going to give you one of Carlton tips for the weekend. So
Same
we're
bet.
we're playing against St Kilda this week. We're on a roll. We come off beating the number one team last
This is
week,
deja vu.
This is going to be
and
the
that's
same
off the
bet.
back of
I reckon.
5 straight 50-point margin
That'd be
wins.
prime.
They are on fire. Michael Voss has got the boys pumped. So this week, this is me Carlton bet.
Nah, it'll be 40 plus.
Carlton 40 plus into Charlie Curnow 3 or more goals,
He just won up.
and Sam Doherty and Paddy Cripps to get 25 or more disposals. So thanks to Bluebet, that's paying about $6.50, $7 you boost it.
It's nice.
That's not a too crazy bet. Very gettable. Normally I throw in about 5 or 6 other disposal markets or goal scorers, but it wouldn't fit on the page for you to put it up on the socials. So I'll stick to it low. Very gettable. Hopefully the mighty Carlton Blues get up. So I give you me Broncos all the time. So now here's me Carlton one.
Nice.
So for all you league boys out there, it's this might get you into AFL a bit if you have a bit of a punt on the AFL. Get behind the Carlton. Right, lads. Cheers, mate.
He literally, those first 2 legs was what I did, but he just fucking big dogged me.
Just in case there was anyone out there who doesn't believe us that we listen to those fucking straight off the bat.
I
And we
had
don't-
that little scent. I was like, should I listen to this? Sitting in the couch before we're recording, and went, no, fuck that. Why would I do that? It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, it wasn't the exact same, but yeah, like father, like
It
son.
was never going to be fucking head to head.
Or that,
Because
Yeah.
one thing I know about Pedro is he backs
He
his
likes
teams
a
in.
margin.
but that's like, I think it's prime though, what he said though, which is bang on. If you're a league bloke like myself and I was going to watch a game at AFL, I'd 100% take Pedro's fucking picks there,
Yeah.
put it on, and then watch it to see if it gets up.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way to get behind a sport that you're
Fuck
not
yeah.
normally into.
Yeah, 100%. He's
Little bit of
fucking
money on
nailed
it.
that there.
So fucking spot on.
Bit of your hard earned always gets you more invested.
Fuck yeah.
That's right. All right,
Hello, Rocket. Second time we're hearing from him.
Boys, punters, Queenslanders. We're off to Flemington on Saturday. Race 8, Horse 2, Iran or Arran Bay. Stackhouse on board. 5-year-old chestnut gelding. Paying about $9 a win, $2.90 a place. Jump on it, stay hard.
It must have been just after he'd recorded the Poms one because he was tapping.
Tapping the pen, probably
What
just
race
finished
did
just
you
right.
say that
furious.
was? Flemington
Race. Don't know.
Oh,
Iran.
that's a good
Is
one.
it Iran?
No,
Aaron.
Aaron something. But these all get posted anyway.
Yeah.
On Fridays.
Yeah.
Like we do. Was there any bets on Thursday? No.
Don't think so.
No bets Thursday. We'll
Unless-
post them all
actually,
Unless
Friday.
Barbara's
check
got
that,
something.
Yeah, but I highly doubt he'll be going to the horses for sure.
Yeah.
It's Barb's Punters Club. Thanks to Blue Bet, we've got the Punters Club going. We all throw in 50 each week. We spend 100, save 100, and when we win, we just save the 200.
Mate, this is actually at the start. We went through a little stretch there, and it
Yeah.
wasn't looking the best. The punters club, but because you have that money that just gets saved, it's not a loss.
No.
But really pumped with how it's been.
Yeah,
chugging along.
except for me
Fuck yeah.
fucking it.
Yeah.
We
it's
had
your
to
show, so
we
it's
had to
cool.
put our 100 in last week
Yeah.
from the account, but up until I had a crack,
Yeah.
we just took the winnings and left the 100 in there and just saved the 2 every week.
I'm just looking forward to what eventually you forget and weeks just tick over.
Well, that's what's been going on.
I can't wait to eventually just go do something fucking fun.
Yeah,
But
fuck yeah.
this whole time hasn't been like, oh, fucking wonder how much we got built up
No,
now
you
each
just-
week. It's like we're just winning money and saving money. And
Yeah.
eventually, like you said, we'll go, fuck yeah, let's
Honestly,
go
think
splurge.
if you like a punters club setup, if you are a bloke who likes a bit of a punt, but you're on a bit of a budget, not everyone can afford to have fucking heaps of money on stuff or whatever. It's a great way to have a bit of fun with the lads,
Yeah,
get on
man.
a bet that someone else is on, and like we're saying, you slowly built money and you can go on a trip that your expenses are paid and have fucking fun.
Doesn't have to be 50 each
Nah,
either. Can
nah,
be
that's
whatever.
right. Exactly. I just think it's a fucking great. It's a great thing, and I've actually been keen to get in one for ages. So I was pumped when we started this.
Yeah,
It's fucking good stuff.
we're loving it. Barbs will be on here. I think. Look, the mojo's good. I think
It is.
you winning just really fucking redirected the ship.
Yep.
Because if we had went back-to-back losses, she could have been a slippery
Oh.
slope again.
That's right. Like you hit an iceberg, but it was a little cunt.
That's right. We survived.
Yeah.
We didn't have to jump off the ship.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on, Barbs.
Let's go, Barbary.
Reggies. Well, let's talk about the AFL for a minute, eh? Shitty round if you're a Collingwood, Port Adelaide or Brisbane supporter. 3 out of the top 4 sides got beat, but not the fucking other side in the top 4, the mighty Melbourne Demons. Go, you good thing. They're coming right just as the right time, boys. Don't just remember, premierships aren't won in July. Just wanted to, also on the AFL, wanted to reach out to the Reggies' very own Ryan Groper Keating. Are you okay, Gropes? You know, I see your bum buddy Franklin retired during the week, done his calf or whatever it was.
Didn't even-
Was it his calf or was it his heartstring? I'm not sure.
Don't do a man like that.
You know,
Turn
make
it
sure
off.
you're okay.
Turn it
That's
off.
all I wanted to say. Secondly, like to wish me illegitimate son Jace all the best in your grand final on the weekend, brother.
Thanks,
Playing
Barbs.
front row for the Fish. Just go hard, son. Truck seat all day long. Try your hardest. Doesn't matter, boys. Win or lose, Jace. Stay over it till the fucking wee hours of Tuesday morning, like a real Reggie, and that'll be enough for me. I'll be as proud as punch.
Yeah.
Well, lads, another
Cheers,
racing
Dad.
season over with the horse's birthday coming last Tuesday. With that, I just wanted to congratulate some premiership winners on their massive, outstanding achievements last season. Tony Gollan, he took Metropolitan Training Honours, works a massive team of horses, and it's a real credit to himself and those around him. Super team effort, and he won by panels as well. So all the best and good luck next year, Tone. Jimmy Orman, who took out not only the Metropolitan Riding Honours with the Metropolitan Jockeys Premiership, but he also won the state, the Queensland Jockeys Premiership as well, and was only narrowly nutted by Aaron Bullock in the the national title. And also little Ange Jones. Angela's a very hard-working young lady, and she's won her very first premiership, Metropolitan Apprentices Premiership. So well done to those guys, and couldn't be 3 more deserving winners. Barb's Punters Club this week, boys, and I'm only having one bet. I'm going the Reggie bet, 100 on the snout.
Yes.
And for the first time ever, sorry, Reggies, no Barb's best value.
Oh.
So the Punters
It's all right,
Club will either
100
be
the
cheering
nose.
early, or I'll just have to join Gropes in the non-winning Punters Club category this week. We're going to Flemington Race 1, number 8, River Noir.
Race 1.
And like I said, 100 on the snout. A brand new partnership of Peter Moody and Catherine Coleman prepared this lightly raced daughter of winning Rupert, and on first up and straight form, I think she'll be very hard to beat. Trumpy Nolan will give her a beautiful steer from barrier 7, and she'll just be winning, boys. Have as much on as you want early in the day. Build your bank and keep going from there. Barb's is best for the Punters Club this week, boys. Flemington, race 1, number 8. 100 on the snout. $2.90 with Blue Bet at the time of the recording. Keep it stiff, lads. Happy punting.
That fucking fires me up. But Barb's has put all the eggs in one basket, and I'll be fucking currying.
Going down on the sword.
Oh, that will set up the fucking weekend, boys.
Fuck yeah.
I love how he has a nickname for every jockey. Trumpy Nolan. Luke Nolan. I have no idea what it
There'll be
means.
some
but it's fucking
elaborate
awesome.
thing for that.
Oh, that sucked. I forgot to fucking put that in the run sheet. I thought I'd just remember that
We'll
the
talk
bud.
about it now, mate.
The bud
What's going on?
retired.
What's happening? How are
Once
your
in a-
thoughts? What's your emotions?
I said earlier today, I said once in a lifetime player, and that may be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But
I'd say once
'cause
in a lifetime
lifetime,
forward.
we've seen, obviously a lifetime's a lot of years, but he's the last of his kind, I reckon. And I think
Yeah.
in the last 2 decades, he was one of a kind, like forward.
For
He
sure,
was a
that's- yeah,
power
definitely.
forward, but his athleticism was like up there with a smaller bloke.
I don't think we'll see another bloke kick 1,000 goals
No.
in probably my fucking lifetime.
Unless the game, because the game's always changing and evolving. You never know. It could go back to that
Well, yeah.
big dominating forward style of game. But at the moment, it's
There's
just too
Coleman
fast.
medalists winning 60 off 60 goals.
Yeah,
at the moment.
exactly.
So when
Like,
you say the 1,000-goal thing, you won't see it happen again. Why is that?
Because the way the game's played now is all about speed
Okay.
and stoppages. So back in the day, 30 years ago, you had these massive forwards that would park themselves in the goal square and be one-on-one with their opponent and just wait for the ball to be kicked to them, take the mark, kick the goal. Whereas now it's all about congestion and you'll quite often see at several stages throughout a game, every player will be in one zone of the field because it's all about congestion and handballing and fast and breakaway plays. Whereas back 30 years ago, it was about holding your position on the field.
Yep.
Like you'd see people.
More like a netball style.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. But it's just not like that anymore. So, like you said, Jace, you're probably not going to see it unless some
game
coach,
change, yeah.
because it's coaches that change the game. They
Takes
go,
one
right,
team to have a new sort of fucking
way to
set of
play, and then
tactics,
everyone copies
everyone
it.
follows suit.
yeah. So unless you get a coach that goes, I reckon we can win by doing this. And if it dominates, then it'll go back that way. But it won't be for a long time.
Regardless of the stats, he's a fucking outstanding player.
Oh, mate. Some of the goals he kicked are just freak of nature goals.
Crazy.
Like, there'd be 50 of them where you could go, you fucking can't do that, can you? Like, he was just a freak. I wish he never left the Hawks because he would have had 5 premierships. Instead, he has 2, and he played in 6 grand finals. So he lost 4.
Very
Mate, it's
likeable
about
player
getting
too.
it's about winning though, right? Like
Yeah.
I reckon if you're a professional athlete, surely like NRL, AFL, getting that fucking premiership would mean so much. to
Even
you,
just
wouldn't it?
one.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
One.
You'll
You'll
hold
be
on.
like, that's
Yeah.
your.
Oh, 100%. He left us in 2013, and that was the first of our 3-peat. So he missed out on the last 2. And the middle one, 2014, that was the first year he went to Sydney, and we played Sydney in the grand final.
Yeah.
You couldn't write a better story. And we just fucking hammered them too.
Oi, which style of the game would you rather if you could choose? Back like it was, like you just explained, or the way it is now?
Well, they've got a lot of replays and a lot of, like on KO and that, they have a lot of old footage of old games. And I do like watching it, but I do struggle sometimes, Like, I've watched the 1989 grand final in full twice,
Have you?
and it was like, I'm going, fucking hell, it's just the same thing happening.
Yeah.
Kick it, mark it, kick a goal.
I think
Kick it, mark it, kick a goal. Like it,
for
I
all
know.
sports' sake, and like people to say with rugby league games gone soft, blah blah, which it has. safety reasons wise, but tactically wise, every single sport has evolved for the good.
Yeah.
I don't look at a single sport and like tactics and how they play the game and gone, well, that's shit. Like you look that every sport evolves
Yeah.
for the greater good.
You see, so
People become more athletic,
Well, I
sports
think
science,
people just-
everything behind it is the fucking definitely moving forward better.
People just figure out ways that they can win,
yeah.
and then it changes to that way, and then it'll go a certain way, and then someone will think of a way to counteract that style.
well, that's
Yeah.
exactly.
And
It
that's-
becomes more complex.
Yeah,
And that's
it's like
where
the
you get-
wrestle thing with NRL, how the wrestle come in and then that all happened and slowed it down, and then it got sped up. Like I think
Yeah.
the NRL made those changes
That's-
to speed it up, and
That's all they've tried to do in both codes of footy, NRL and AFL, is make the game faster. And they're constantly trying to make it faster, and it's having a massive toll on the players. I
yeah,
reckon.
100%.
You
The
know, like-
injuries and shit.
Why do we have to keep speeding it up?
They're
It's
trying
already
to keep
fast enough.
entertainment. I
That's
think.
it, yeah. And like I said, you watch the same thing over and over again, and you go, "Fucking hell, this is a bit boring."
I reckon
Yeah.
for me, kudos to the NRL with the 6 again thing. At the start, I was fucking off it because it was so often, but I think they have got a pretty good balance now of penalties and then
Yeah.
the 6 again every now and again, so it isn't so stop-starty the
Yeah.
whole time. I think they figured that out all right.
Well, imagine, you know, the games you watch where you watch Klein referee and he just blows the pee out of it. Imagine if there was no 6 again.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Fuck me, Dad. You'd
Yeah.
be blowing up.
So that has sort of settled in okay, I think.
Yeah.
That rule.
Yeah. Anyway, the Bud, you're an absolute hero of mine. That's fucking not even putting mayo on it. He was proper me hero. So
Yep.
sad to see him retire, but it was time. Like I said earlier in the year, he was his mind wanted to do things that he could do 10 years ago, but his body just wouldn't allow him to do it. So
Finally listening to his
he
body,
he definitely played a role for Sydney still, but
Oh,
he was
100%.
he wasn't hindering them yet, but he was getting to that point where it was like
If he didn't have,
If his name wasn't Buddy
yeah.
Frank, yeah.
he wouldn't be playing. That's right. So he wasn't hindering them as of yet, but you definitely go. They should be playing someone younger, and like
they
someone
had
who's
blokes
going to have
like-
more of an
Yeah,
impact.
Tom Papley and that coming through anyway. Like they weren't lacking a lot if they left him out of the forward 50.
Papley's not coming through. He's fucking
That's why he was coming through.
yeah,
And like now that they've got him, they're not lacking
yeah.
in such areas.
And like we just mentioned, the game's changed. You don't need that big power forward anymore.
Yep.
It's nice to have one of him, but you don't need him. So,
Yep.
yeah, good on him. Absolute hero. He kicked over 1,000 goals, played 350 games. Like,
great career,
what a
regardless
career.
of if you
What a
fucking like him
career.
or not.
Yeah, Buddy Oath.
you
Good
can't
work,
not
brother.
like him.
That's what I was saying before. Yeah, he's
he
such
never-
a likable bloke.
He was never one for the media, and that's
Yeah,
why
and
he's so
I
likable.
hate Hawthorn.
Yeah.
Not as much anymore, but I hated Hawthorn, and I never had any hatred for him. Blokes like Roughhead, I did.
What's wrong with Jared?
I don't know, he just had a rough head.
He did too. The name suited him.
It fucking did.
Anyway, boys, great show. Yeah. We'll
Fucking
fucking see you next week, eh?
You're legends.
Tell us who the Reggies are. Send them in.
Yeah,
Yep,
send us your
start
fucking
fucking hammering
favourite
Send
Reggie.
us your Reggies.